And we're live. How is it going, Rizzlers? I'm your host, Get Good Fox, and this is MechWarrior 5, The Clans. I don't know what, it's not an expansion, it's like a sidequel, I guess I would describe it. It's not like a sequel. I mean, I guess in some ways it's a sequel. It's a sequel chronologically, but it's not really a sequel mechanically, because like the game plays very, very differently. They're also not labeling it that way, so I'm going to call it a sidequel. It's like, an additional game in a similar time frame, and that's exactly what we are dealing with. Anyways, how is everyone doing today? Today's Friday, so it's the weekend. Congratulations for surviving the week, everyone. And how are you doing, Dr. Sheriff Crab, the co-host of the show?
Well, I'm also very glad to survive the week. It's been a very long week, so I'm very glad to be at the end of it. And I'm also glad to be here and kick some more Inner Sphere ass. Although I am missing a little bit of my old janky Inner Sphere mechs, but we'll just have to keep going with our fancy mechs today.
I was just testing the Battlemaster out, and I was like, yeah, this Battlemaster, I think it would be more than capable of duking it out with clad mechs. It's a pretty nasty Battlemaster, even with me only using standard tech. Like, if that pirate was using my Battlemaster in that one cutscene, they would have beaten the Sakan's ass. Let's see what's going on down in Chatville, though. Freddy4x4 says, greetings, Commander Fox and Dr. Sheriff Crab. Welcome to the show. Macronox says, hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Sorry for going MI. Never have to apologize for not being here. It's my job to entertain you guys, not the other way around. And yeah, you could always check out the VODs if you need to catch up. He says, I'll have to catch up on the VODs. Teddy Bear says, so a quick question. If you had your choice of mechs from MechWarrior 5 Mercs, which would you choose to fight off the clans? Oh, that's how you can tell when somebody wasn't in the Discord, because we've actually asked all of those questions earlier. I did a whole bunch of just for fun questions of if the clans were invading, what mechs would you choose from each weight class? Let me see what people chose. This one's light mechs. Okay, yeah, so here it is. I guess we can go ahead and reveal things. So, this was a question that was already asked. The first one was, you have to pick, so this was what it is. Question time. Red alert, the Smoke Jaguars are invading. You're an Inner Sphere mercenary, and you must choose a mech and variant to repel the invaders, but you must pick a MechWarrior 5 non-hero light mech. The year is past 3049, so any variant is allowed. What light mech do you pick and why? I chose the Firestarter FS91, the Jenner K, the Raven 3L, and the Wolfhound B. And it looks like the most popular pick was the Wolfhound overall. And, people had their own thoughts on, what they would pick. For the medium class, it looks like I chose the Crab 27SL, the Dervish 7D, the Hunchback Vest, and the Vulcan. And it looks like the votes were pretty, in the middle on this one. There was no, prevailing model in the medium class. In the heavy class, it looks like I chose the Archer 2K, the Cataphract VE1, the Grand Dragon 1GS, and the Standard Rifleman 3N. It looks like the prevailing model here is the Pirate Flag one, the Marauder. So the Marauder was the prevailing mech amongst the people voting. And then for the Assault class, it looks like I voted for the Battlemaster 1G, the Hatamoto Chi 27T, the Highlander Vest, and the Mauler 1R. And once again, oh no, it looks like there was a prevailing one here. Whatever was number one, the Annihilator.
Annihilator.
Yeah, the Annihilator was the prevailing one there. But that is what people thought in the Discord, what people would be going for. Yeah, Macronox says it was for the different weight classes. Absolutely. But here we are. I think it's time to get started. Continuing where we left off, we've got Voices of the Past. Let's just play the debriefing.
Cobalt. With the planetary militia refusing to stand down, one of our key targets on Courchevel is under threat. During the days of the Star League, the SLDF operated a logistics depot designed to facilitate supplying the nearby 34th Royal Battle Mech and 68th Jump Infantry divisions. According to the Dragoons, these facilities were prime targets during the succession wars for the vultures to pick clean. Very few survived the centuries of conflict. But orbital surveillance shows that the Courchevel depot remains intact.
If that is true, then that base is hallowed ground. We cannot let the militia take control of it.
Af, we cannot. Jaden, your star's mission is to investigate and secure the facility before the militia lays claim to it. Cobalt's insertion point will be here, far enough from any possible hostiles that may be in the facility. Access the base through the main gate and make your way to the inner sanctum of the mech hangars. You will be given our archived SLDF access codes for the facility, which should grant you access to the entirety of the depot. Star League facilities like this are sacred to our people. You will do everything in your power to secure this facility in the name of the Smoke Jaguars, no matter the cost. Be prepared for anything.
It will be our honor, Star Colonel.
Okay, so this is sounds like it'll be an interesting one. Voices of the Past, Dispatcher Emily Wimmer. The target is the Courchevel militia. The planetary militia is refusing to stand down. One of our key targets here on Courchevel is now under threat. An old Star League logistics depot remains intact. Cobalt, you must investigate and secure the facility before the militia beats us to the punch. Almost up to 400 tons, but of course a star can go up to 500 tons, so, we're still, still got some ways to go. And, I guess we could drop some heavier stuff. So let's go ahead and just put in the biggest stuff that we've got. What else do we have that's big?
That's 375.
The Summoner? Oh, that was
We're over
375? Okay, that was...
Yeah, we already were, yeah.
What do we put in? No, that's fine. Okay, in we go. So I'm using a modified gargoyle. I'm going to be trying out the LB2X autocannon, and for the space that we saved, I get 2 tons of ammo per autocannon and 2 tons of SRM ammo. In addition to that, I believe they buffed the ammo on things. Let me double check that. MechWarrior clans. I believe there was an update that buffed things. Let me see here. Was there a balance patch? Yeah, hotfix. Let me see. Gameplay. Okay, so SRM Artemis, Streak SRM ammo increased to 150 rounds per ton, up from 90, and 75 rounds per half ton, up from 45. So now we shouldn't have as much of an issue with ammunition on these kinds of weapons. So hopefully that's pretty nice. All right, I'm checking out. Gamer Kevin, welcome to the show. You're just in time. This is our first mission. Trying to make sure we use some different weapons from time to time. So yeah, like the LB2X could be interesting.
Flight Ops, Condor 419er, inbound to the LZ. No hostiles detected.
Okay, well, I guess we can actually take a look at the gargoyle now. Before I didn't get to do it, let me
Star
move
Commander, you should soon have eyes on the facility. They are built along the side of a mountain range. Keep me apprised of the situation.
Star Colonel.
So here is the gargoyle. It's kind of hard to tell because of the way the paint is, but the gargoyle has like a face. I mean, I guess it's in the name. It's the gargoyle. The inner sphere knows it as the Mana War, named after the age of, like, I forget what that time period is called, like the age of, like, exploration or the age of navy or whatever it was called. After, like, the Mana War, which was like a big warship, the biggest class of warship, basically. And yeah, I've never had a strong opinion about the gargoyle.
What the hell?
Contact. Militia forces. Right outside our destination.
New hostile detected.
Have they occupied the facility?
Neg, gates remain sealed. They are patrolling just outside.
As if that would
Make
stay
short
hidden.
work
That's
of
not
them
buried or
before they
anything.
can call in reinforcements.
On it.
Incoming missile.
I don't know why the weapons are not firing in unison.
Target destroyed.
We got him.
New hostile detected. Indicator.
I will say the spread isn't too bad, despite it being, like a shotgun style weapon. The spread isn't too bad.
I think you've got one of each on yours.
Oh, I do. I have a solid slug and that would explain the difference.
Two mechs to your left.
New target.
Okay, I see them.
We're actually surrounded here.
Target destroyed.
Well, it's ripping through people at the moment, I will say that. Like, I'm not having any problems ripping through these idiots.
One enemy mech down.
New target.
I go for this
Incoming
Shadowhugger.
missile.
Dare I say the AC2 is outperforming the AC5?
Target destroyed.
Now, you might be inclined to say that it's because of the SRMs, but the only reason we have more SRM ammo is because we're using AC2s.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, we are hosing these guys. I do like that.
There's a bigger target there. So it's fucking cool.
Also, I think it actually saved my settings for once.
Control cleared. No sign of forced entry.
Good. Proceed on mission. There should be a receiver terminal nearby.
Okay, I need to lower my volume a bit. I feel like the sound effects are a bit too high.
Yeah, mine's really loud as well.
Let me knock it down to, I don't know, 35. I'm doing really good on ammo still. That's still too loud. Holy crap. Let's drop the sound effects to 25? 20? Let's just drop it down to 20. Okay, that's pretty manageable. All right, in we go. Hopefully there's a repair bay, because I definitely took some damage in that. Here is some salvage.
Scanned salvage.
How are you doing on
Marked
ammo? I'm
for
actually doing pretty good. I've got a lot of shells and a lot of
Disengaged.
missiles remaining.
Yeah, I've got 386 shells and 432 missiles. You have loads.
I'm a little annoyed that I have a solid slug and a LBX. That was not the plan, but
Scan
Need to
mode
scan this over here.
engaged.
it's still working.
Codes seem
though.
to have.
Overridden.
Wait.
Scan mode.
We are being tight beamed a
disengaged.
video transmission from the base?
I'm receiving it as well. Message dated 2784. To those accessing this facility, I am Alexander Kerensky, Commanding General of the Star League Defense Force.
The Great Father.
In preparation for Operation Exodus, I have commandeered all military supplies and perishable food stored in this facility. However, I have instructed the fleet to leave all medical supplies and non-perishable goods behind. We welcome any hegemony and SLDF personnel to use this facility for shelter to weather the dark times ahead. Know that though we have chosen to embark into the void of uninhabited space, our souls will forever remain committed to the ideals of the Star League. Peace, prosperity, and unity for all mankind.
Scanning complete.
My one order to you
Disengaged.
is this. survive and ensure that the light of the League does not die in darkness.
Scan
You dodge it.
complete. Scan mode
Unbelievable.
disengaged.
To think it survived after all this time.
Do you think anyone took shelter here during the Succession Wars?
If they did, they do not appear to be here now.
Okay, interesting. We found some salvage, but nothing to write home about.
Scan mode
What I would really
engaged.
like is a repair bay. I don't need to use it immediately, but I wouldn't mind just having one in our pocket.
I'm not being funny, but like, there's no way that this massive place would stay hidden. Like this is it's not even underground, it's not even buried or anything.
Second
No,
bulkhead
yeah, I
up
mean,
ahead.
Salvage.
There must
it's
be another
possible
receiver
that-
terminal nearby.
Scan mode disengaged.
Either I don't know what kind of population lives here, but
Oh,
like
sure.
if it's a remote population, they might never have bothered to like really explore the planet. And if Comstar located it, they probably would not have shared that information. But yeah, I agree. Any type of like if they did like orbital GPS, they absolutely would have detected a place like this.
Scan mode engaged.
Damn.
Security.
Someone changed the codes.
Scan mode.
Our old
disengaged.
SLDF credentials will not work. Look around. There must be some way of getting through.
Okay,
Scan mode engaged.
There's a crate over there to a terminal to the west.
Scan mode disengaged.
Scan mode.
Scan mode engaged.
hopefully there's a repair bay. I mean, my armor, I can handle maybe one more decent fight before I
I'm
start
pretty good
having
armor, to
armor
be fair.
breaches.
I
I'm
found
pretty good, right?
something,
If I take the
but no codes.
Scan mode disengaged. Scan mode
yeah, they
engaged.
didn't count.
Let's just like search around, split up and search around for codes. If you see it, scan it.
Scan mode disengaged. Scan mode engaged.
Okay, I've detected another target for scanning.
Warning. Leaving
Oh, I'm
mission
at the mission area. Get back in, or we're gonna fail.
So it looks like we have to retrace our steps. All right, I'm in range.
We got something.
Overridden.
Looks promising.
Yep, you can activate the
Let me
terminal,
see.
right?
Scan mode.
These should
Probably.
work.
Let's see.
We should get back to the door.
Okay, I'm returning to you right now.
And another video
Yeah,
message is
that'd be great.
attached.
Oh,
This one from 2820.
Hello, I am Michael Evans, Comstar Subdirector and former member of the Star League Department of Communications.
Comstar.
To anyone hearing this message, we have taken up refuge in what was formerly the Courchevel SLDF depot. For safety, I have erased all known records of this facility from Comstar's database and have encoded new access codes to this transmission. Primus Conrad Toyama is a madman. He is twisting all of our work to maintain the HPG communications network into some kind of religious cult. His supporters are hunting those of us who refuse to indulge in his fantasy that our founder was some kind of prophet or messiah. If you are hearing this, if you knew Jerome Blake to be a man of science, then please join us. Or find refuge wherever you can. Do not let Blake's true vision of Comstar die with us.
What was that about?
We got a question. Gamer Kevin asks, "Hey Fox, from what I've seen, it's cheaper to unlock the entire chassis variants than the individual ones to be able to mix and match them." That does not sound accurate to me. There isn't really any mix and matching. There's just changing a mech from one variant to another. Like, there is no mix and matching from what I understand. Like, you basically have the mech, and then you can unlock the variants, but when you switch to a variant, the entire mech is completely reconfigured with no remnant of the previous configuration.
Scan mode engaged.
All right, I'm gonna upload the codes.
I'm now recording and broadcasting this conversation across all frequencies. You will not be able to hide what you're doing here.
I have no reason to hide. The Combine has received information that you're illegally housing stolen SLDF mechs and weapons.
Engaged.
By order of Coordinator Yoguchi Kyorita, you will open these gates and surrender all of your mechs and SLDF equipment to the Draconis Combine. This is your final warning.
Where did you get this information? Was it Comstar? You have been deceived. We have no mechs or weapons here. Toyama is using you.
Shit! Yes!
Somebody farted.
Everyone! Take shelter in the inner hangar! Now!
Scan mode engaged.
Monsters.
Scan mode disengaged.
So Johnson says that you can mix and match the segments. So the answer is I don't know the answer to that question then, Kevin, is the correct answer then? Like, if I were to, what I would probably do is just plan out which mechs I plan to use and which mechs I don't plan to use, and then just don't buy the mechs you don't plan to use, because there is no New Game Plus in this game.
Scan mode engaged. Security overridden.
Ultimately, I don't think it
Scan
matters
mode
either. Like, I don't think that...
disengaged.
I think you should have enough resources to buy all of the models for every mech that you need. And you could also just farm the simulator for EXP.
They have power. Someone is home.
Eyes up, everyone.
Scan mode engaged.
Wait. This looks like our equipment.
Scan salvage. Marked for
Star Commander, we should scan the area.
disengaged.
You were right, Naomi. This tech is ours.
How the hell did they manage to get it? Inner sphere designations in this one.
Scan salvage.
Looks like they're using this facility to sift through salvage and separate our tech from their own.
I don't know the answer to
Data
that
course.
question, Gamer Kevin.
Data cores. Most of them appear encrypted. But wait, this one is from a few minutes ago.
Kuso! Invader Batomix inbound. They just took out our militia screen.
Inform the others. If they head into the depot, they'll be trapped.
Salvage.
Try to kill them clean. The ISF wants those mechs as functional as possible.
Free birth. We walked right into their trap.
The ISF. This isn't good. We need to get out of here, now! Star Commander, the ISF seems to have rearmed the turret network and auto repair facilities that Kerensky disabled. Our SLDF codes should be able to flip them over to our side. Do it! These freeborns are far past wanting an honorable fight.
Repair base reactivated. I can only disable the turrets from here. To flip them to our side, we'll need to hack their control centers. They will be flagged in sensor mode.
If we see those control centers, hacking them should be our priority. We can use all the help we can get.
Welcome, Ricebox. Okay, so we do get a repair bay. That's the important thing.
New hostile detected. Rifleman.
Okay, I'm not going to shoot too much here, just because like
On the Star Commander's
I
target.
don't want to draw their attention. They do seem to be facing me, so once again, I'm not going to shoot. I'm not going to draw their attention, but I will get closer. All right, now I'm going to engage.
Target destroyed. New target.
Nice one, Star Commander.
Destroyed.
Okay, there is another mech. Where is it? Oh, they're jumping in from the sides again. They're jumping in from the ridge.
New hostile detected. Shadowhawk.
Man, this mech cannot aim downwards very
Jaguar
much.
1, Cretan forces are attempting to box us into the base. They are
Okay, I'm
after
gonna
our
grab
mechs,
this repair bay. Like, I
requesting
am down to
reinforcements.
67%.
Green lighting
If you
deployment
see
now.
that
Can you
turret
fight?
control, like I haven't looked for it yet.
AF, we encountered minimal
it's over here.
resistance getting here.
Systems
three
An
of them,
attempt to
actually.
break through. We will be there soon to reinforce.
repairs complete.
Man, this is going to suck.
Just more glory for us.
Overridden.
Good enough reason for me.
Scanning complete.
Inner sanctum turrets flipped to our side. They should be a nasty surprise for the Cretans.
Okay, so
Okay,
now the lance is looking pretty good, or not the lance, the star is looking pretty good again.
I think there's a turret controller in each section. Yeah, there's another one down there. Look.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we
New
can beat this
hostile
with or
detected.
without the turrets because we're
Quick draw.
badass. It's just like an
Stand by,
opportunity
Cobalt.
thing. If we
Turrets
see the
coming online.
turrets, grab them. If we don't see the turrets, don't grab them.
I'm gonna drop back and look at this one. I wonder if we can just battle our way through.
I kind of just want to just beat these guys' asses personally.
Go for it.
I'm here to like put this mech to the test, and putting this mech to the test requires me to get in there and beat their asses.
Target destroyed. New target. Target.
Okay, that's the
destroyed.
end of him.
Incoming missile. New target. Target.
One enemy
That's
back
the end of
down.
him.
New hostile detected. Centurion.
Jaguar 1, approaching the outer layer now.
Destroyed.
Roger, Star Commander. Reinforcements on
All right,
route
let's
now.
see if we
Break
missed
through
anything.
if you can.
Yeah, we know how to scan things. Like we know how the scan mechanic works.
Scan mode disengaged. Scan mode engaged.
They got eyes on us.
Use cover. Get in close if you can.
So there is something
Outer turret
500
defenses
meters off.
engaged. That is the last of them until the entrance.
Yeah, hang on, you got it. We're getting attacked.
Okay, we're gonna catch up to you.
Scan mode engaged.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Scan mode disengaged.
slide over here and wait.
New target.
I turned the turrets on their
New
attacking them,
hostile detected.
but they are going
There's
to
a
be
thunderbolt over here. Interesting.
And a hunchback. I've seen a hunchback as well.
New target.
Do you know what model it is?
4G, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna
Acquired
have them
target.
attack the 4G. I might be able to come around and flank him real fast.
New target.
Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff behind him actually.
New hostile detected. Vulcan. Incoming missile.
Time to knock the scarecrow out of here.
Target.
Mech terminated.
That's the end of him.
New target.
Man, the upgrade that they made to the missile ammo is really nice. Like this mech ran out of ammo way too quickly before.
Star Commander's target is
So
going
definitely a good
New
improvement.
hostile detected. Marauder. Target destroyed.
There's another
I
mech
think that
repair
is it for in here.
critical. And let us get out of here.
Really? That's it? You should probably take the repair bay this time.
Okay.
I hate it when the mechs are still standing. I keep thinking they're like... I keep thinking it's up. Oh, he just got absorbed. The Earth has retaken him. I'm sorry, not the... We're not on the Earth. The base has reclaimed him.
The Portugal.
Yeah, let's calm down the back seating. Like, I have my own play style, and I play my way. I don't mind some tips, but, like, I do things my way on this show.
Jaguar 1, we are coming out.
Good work, Star Commander.
Oh, good. There's
Now,
more stuff to find.
do you want to help us take out the
Oh, those are
trash?
buddies.
Yeah, we have another
Gladly.
star here, or a partial star. No, a
Your
full
mechs
star is
all
here.
look like shit. Are
What
you
are
sure
they?
you still have some gas
they're
left in the
beat up.
tank?
Bro, your mechs are all destroyed, not
They,
ours.
they like our mechs look like shit.
It's like that Shadow Cat's literally about to die. It doesn't even have any weapons left.
Well, you know, maybe we should just let them fight it out then.
Okay.
Yeah, how about that? Here we go. I'm detaching right now.
I mean, we look like such a piece of shit, so.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm gonna detach real fast. Let's see what we got. So over here we've got ourselves a Hellbringer that's been beaten to hell. We got ourselves
one
Are we under attack?
No, one of their guys died.
Okay, that's they'll be fine. So they got a Black Knight, or Black Knight's not looking too good. We've got a Wolverine. The Shadow Cat. Oh, there goes the Shadow Cat. There's a Catapult. And a Shadowhawk.
They are down.
They are down, indeed. Oh, that was the other people. Looks like the Black Knight is deciding to get a bit nosy.
Target destroyed.
This is the honorable way of the clans. You know, like we're making sure that we're making sure that they get a fair fight.
Commander.
It wouldn't be honorable for us to interfere.
New hostile detected.
They might beat them either way, though.
Unit down.
Destroyed. New target.
They attacked me. I felt offended.
Target
Nice shot.
destroyed.
Well, I guess the Viper made it down. Oh, here comes the dropship. Okay, here we go.
It's kind of like coming a little bit.
I think we have a second lance on its way.
Dragon.
New.
New target.
Okay, let's kill these guys first then.
This is a pretty
Jaeger.
thick for a
Enemy
Jaeger mech.
mech
I figured a
eliminated.
Jaeger mech would go down a little faster.
Following your lead.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we're adding
New
over to you
hostile
real
detected.
fast.
Focusing on your target.
Incoming missile.
Have them finish
Acquired
that
target.
thing off. I'm moving on to the next target.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Target destroyed.
That guy really wanted you. Holy crap.
Target destroyed.
Okay, that's the end of him. We trashed him.
Acquired target.
There's a dragon.
Target
Jaguar 1,
destroyed.
perimeter
Oh, wow.
secured.
Good work, Star Commander. Your star has done enough. Head back to base and get some rest.
We got a question
We will
coming
take it
in.
from here.
Appreciate it.
Tis
Star
13.
Colonel.
Can zombie flesh ever be edible? I mean, you could literally just put zombie flesh in your mouth and chew it up. So, I mean, like, could it be eaten? But are you asking if it could be, like, you know, like, safe to consume? I mean, I guess if you cooked it, if you cooked all of the bacteria and parasites out of it, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
There's not too many toxins.
Yeah, that would be the main thing. Without infecting you, like, okay, well, that's a completely separate issue there, because every game's zombie universe has different rules to how the infection is spread. So, like, that is the answer is yeah. I'm sure there is a universe where consuming the flesh of a zombie, if prepared properly, would not infect you. Ezra says, to hear the voice of the Father, that gives me hope. He's the reason we're all here. We will reach paradise in his name. You know, I kind of don't give a shit about the Star League, TBH. So I'm not like, oh my god.
I can hardly believe it. To hear Alexander Kerensky's true voice. His message of hope.
He was on the right side of history. He knew the great houses were on the verge of tearing themselves apart.
It's a shame those poor souls that took refuge here paid for that with their lives. They should have gone with him. Maybe then they would have lived.
Perhaps. Or they could have died thousands of light years from home. The people who followed Kerensky were not infallible. They would eventually ignite the Pentagon Civil War after Alexander's death. Had it not been for his son Nicholas,
The clans would have never formed.
Still, he gave them all a fighting chance.
And what did that chance give them? Just a handful of years before House Kurita came and killed them all in a chemical attack.
The Combine thought they had SLDF weapons. The director accused Comstar of feeding the Kuritans false info.
Yeah. They said they were fleeing the Order. Some sort of internal purge?
Does it matter? Regardless of who they were, the Combine were still complicit in murdering them all.
It matters because Comstar are now our allies feeding us information.
The question is, in this scenario, are we the Kuritans? Or the refugees being led to slaughter?
If Comstar ever crosses us, we will crush them just as easily as any other freeborn.
perhaps. But we should still be cautious of what the Demi-Percenter says from now on.
AF. What about the ISF? Now we have the Combine's intelligence agency to worry about as well. The encoded transmissions back at the base. I might be able to backtrack them with enough time.
You think so?
I think... No. I know I can do it. I've broken into our own systems enough time to know a thing or two about encryption.
Then chase it down. But do not let it distract you from your duties. I still need you focused in the field.
Will do, Star Commander.
It's funny since Comstar would ultimately be the downfall of the clan's invasion. So we're up to honor level 12. Too bad we don't get to see the score of the other star. Like, do they lose honor for like getting like obliterated out there? 6 million Kerenskys, 825 merit. The Warhawk has been unlocked. We're definitely going to use the Warhawk. In fact, let's do that right now. Well, let's do this first. Science lab, chassis, milestones. Just click all this junk. I forget. Where do I go to buy stuff? Marketplace. Unlock. Okay, so we're going to unlock the Warhawk. The Warhawk is a mech that I don't mind in its standard configuration, to be totally honest. I may make some changes to it, but let's go ahead and buy another one so that the sheriff can also use one. Another 5 million Kerenskys down. And let's go ahead and put these in. Also, let me go ahead and make a quick adjustment. Which one of these was wrong? Okay, this is the one I put the wrong autocannon on. So this was the LB2X. There we go. Okay, so here we go. The Warhawk, put one in here, put one in here. We'll mess with the tonnage later on. So the Warhawk, do you think we should just use it in its completely default config first?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we'll make no changes. All I'm going to do is adjust the weapon groups. And to do that, it's very simple. We'll have 2 ERPPC groups. One will be burst fire, the other will be chain fire, and then the kind of oddball LRM-10 will just be there. The Warhawk looks awesome. Apparently, some people refer to it as the apartment building that walks like a man. Because of its kind of like, you know, I guess the front of it could kind of look like the facade of a building. But, yeah, the Warhawk should be quite a good mech. In the game Mech Commander 1, the Warhawk was the biggest clan mech available. It wasn't the biggest mech. The Atlas was the heaviest of mechs. But the Warhawk was the biggest mech that Clan Smoke Jaguar fielded, and was therefore the most powerful mech that you could obtain. In the expansion, Mech Commander Gold, they would add the Turkina, which then became the biggest Smoke Jaguar mech at 95 tons, and therefore the most powerful mech in that game. Let me see. The Starly got what it deserved. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the Star League would have. The only way the Star League would have succeeded is if the writers just wrote that the Star League would have succeeded. Like, I don't think that they. I mean, it's an interesting idea, like an interventionist mega state designed to police the other states. It has a kind of familiar feeling to it, probably why they did it. But yeah, the power of the successor states, or really, like, infiltration ultimately would have brought it down. Like, I think that was ultimately the destiny of the Star League. Arthur Camo says, yeah, we're going to beat them. Yeah, the Comstar would eventually be the downfall of the clan's invasion, ironically. Sadly, it can't go 88 kilometers. That's actually kind of nice, because that means we get maximum power. We've had plenty of mechs that go faster, and, you know, the Sheriff really enjoys, you know, just bad boy beat-em-up mechs, and this is since the Nova, we haven't had a mech that's a little slower than average. So, on to the next one. This is the last mission. You done. Okay, so let's just hear the debriefing.
Everyone, before we begin, I have an important announcement. Hours ago, we received word that Galaxy Commander Dieter Osis and the rest of Beta Galaxy failed to take the world of Volcott.
How?
Based on our preliminary after-action report, the DCMS set traps prior to the battle. Osis was baited right into them, attempting to take out the enemy commander, Hohiro Kurita.
Wait. The same Hohiro that escaped Turtle Bay?
Af. To make matters worse, Osis's Batchall was accepted only after Kurita negotiated special conditions, including an agreement that Volcott would never be the target of further Jaguar attacks, as well as military material, which included Omnimex and elemental suits.
No. Even against Freeborns? He could not have been that stupid.
Unfortunately, he was. For his failure and incompetence, he was summarily executed after the battle. Sakan Sarah Weaver has now taken direct
Wait
control.
a second. I
What is
missed.
next, Stark?
Hold on a second. I need to re-listen to the debriefing. I did not hear that.
Everyone, before we begin, I have an important announcement. Hours ago, we received word that Galaxy Commander Dieter Osis and the rest of Beta Galaxy failed to take the world of Volcott.
How?
Based on our preliminary after-action report, the DCMS set traps prior to the battle. Osis was baited right into them, attempting to take out the enemy commander, Hohiro Kurita.
Wait. The same Hohiro that escaped Turtle Bay?
Af. To make matters worse, Osis's Batchall was accepted only after Kurita negotiated special conditions, including an agreement that Volcott would never be the target of further Jaguar attacks, as well as military material, which included Omnimex and elemental suits.
No. Even against Freeborns? He could not have been that stupid.
Unfortunately, he was. For his failure and incompetence, he was summarily executed after the battle. Sakan Sarah Weaver has now taken direct control of Beta Galaxy. I know many of you have further questions, but they will have to wait. We have other important matters at hand.
What is next, Star Colonel?
After what we found at the RBD depot and what happened on Volcott, we now know that House Kurita's primary objective is to secure further samples of our advanced technology. But the real threat remains the ISF. As long as they direct the Korchevo militia, they will continue to try and acquire our tech.
What will we do?
Bait the hook. One that is too tempting for the ISF not to come out into the field to oversee the militia directly. With the help of Comstar, we have leaked plans for an unguarded supply and personnel transfer into Korchevo's lucrative mining fields, executed by unarmed Igor cargo haulers. In reality, the 362nd will take position days ahead of the scheduled flight. If the militia go after our cargo carriers, we will spring into action and collapse on them quickly, targeting their leaders.
How do we know the ISF will be there in the field?
Combine doctrine will often see ISF agents attached to such operations to ensure the cooperation of planetary forces, and to guarantee that the interests of the combined state are secured by the right people. If the militia strike, the ISF will be there too.
If all goes to plan, the ISF will dispatch a sizable force to try and capture our assets. Each of your stars will be given a theater assignment. If they attack, we will initiate a simultaneous strike and target any command mechs we see. Good luck, everyone.
I can't believe they're getting owned. Like, based Kurita is, like, owning them. It's
Who
like...
got executed? I missed that again.
So, Osus Dieter, he was the black guy who replaced, Cordera Perez.
Yeah,
So he
right,
just
okay.
got fucking owned, and because of the clan's rules, they have to, like, give them, you know, I guess they gave them a few of their elemental battle armors and some of their Omni-Mechs. And now I guess they can't attack Wolcott. I guess the people on Wolcott are just sitting there doing, like, the Fortnite default dance on people right now. I'm like, oh man, how embarrassing is that? It's like based Draconis combined. All right, we got a question about the lore. So Happy Teddy Bear says, where was the question at? I have a lore question. Isn't the mechs that inhabited the inner sphere hundreds of years old? That is a technical question. The literal answer is no. There are brand new battle mechs, and I'll give you an example from the notes I've taken from my Battle Master. So this is the outline for the Battle Master video that I'll be making. The words that are in blue are from TRO 3025. The words in red are from TRO 3039. And the words in black, only for this section, the rest of that doesn't count, is from the wiki page. I don't like to be accused of just reading from the wiki, so I go directly to the source. But if I look in here, we should see that Battle Masters are produced yearly, but they only can make a handful per year due to the destruction of most of the Battle Mech factories. So they do literally produce more Battle Masters, so there are brand new ones, but they're not able to make them very quickly. That is only for the Battle Master, though. There are completely operational factories for other mechs that are still to this very day, like the Warhammer. The Warhammer is being aggressively mass-produced to this very day. So when you see a Warhammer, sure, it could be an old Warhammer. It could also be a brand new Warhammer, because the Warhammer was such a popular mech that it had plenty of factories, and because there were so many factories, plenty of them survived the First and Succession War, ensuring that new Warhammers continued to be produced. So the technical answer, the literal answer is that no, battle mechs are not strictly old. However, it's not surprising if the battle mech you encounter is old, because not many people can afford a literally brand new battle mech, let alone you might not even have the option to buy a literal brand new battle mech, because those factories are controlled by the great houses, and the great houses are going to buy those mechs. So, you know, you'd have to get one on the black market or steal one somehow. To really drive the point home, even the periphery states, which would be like your second and third world countries, they also have battle mech factories. Like, the Tarian Concordat are known to still have factories for the Warhammer, and I believe also the Battle Master. So they are able to produce brand new models. So generally speaking, yes, the typical mech you see is ancient, but not all of them. There are also examples of literally new mechs that have they just were invented. The Wolfhound was recently invented, the Raven, the Cataphract, all examples of, you know, like technically new mechs. So the answer is technical. The typical mech you encounter is old, but not every mech you encounter, even of a old series, it could be a newly created model of an old series. Why do the clan mechs look new? Because the clan mechs are new. Some of them could be old, but they also take very good care of their mechs. You know, they have complete access to the technology, the repair bays, that's a Warhammer term, manufacturing to build new replacement parts to keep them essentially good as new. That would be the comprehensive answer. Let me see, what else are they saying? Guigi asked, Fox, will you do a review on the game? Yeah, I will review it in stream, and I may or may not. I've never been known to do video game reviews. Maybe I'll get into video game reviews. I may do a more formal review. The thing is, I'll have to think about how do I classify a game's attributes, because I don't necessarily want to do like a 1 to 5 system. You know, like, mainly because, I don't know, I'm just stupid. I like to make everything more complicated than is necessary. Dara, welcome to the show. Arthur says, say what you want about Comstar. Their drip is impeccable. They do look pretty cool. I agree about that. Darth Jeffrey says, the clan leadership seems to be very bad at doing anything related to leading an army. That's because the clans are really goofy. They're kind of a comedic, you know, like, they're a society that probably could not exist because of how goofy they are. They are fun, though. I don't mind them being in the universe, but I much prefer to be fighting against them. I would much rather be the Draconis Combine fighting losing battles against Smoke Jaguar than to play as Smoke Jaguar. Not to say I'm not unhappy with the game. I don't mind being Smoke Jaguar, but if I had my preference, I would much rather be either a member of the DCMS or a mercenary hired by the DCMS to fight against Smoke Jaguar instead. Like, either would be fun. Do a 1 to 40 system, then no, that is not good enough. Like, I would need a system of, like, you know, like a political compass or something sufficiently stupid that pisses people off when they see the video. Anyways, let's continue on. Baiting the hook, Dispatcher Emily Wimmer, Corcheval Militia. Cobalt, it is time to trap our prey. We will draw out the ISF. The ISF is the Internal Security Force. That's actually what my Discord, the security for Discord, is actually known as the Internal Security Force. I'm not going to let you see inside of it because it's private, but that's actually what this section here is. Internal Security is named after the Internal Security Force. Even this section of the Discord, this section is basically for higher-ranking members only. The Palace District is literally named after the Palace District in Luthien. So it's a, you know, that, I don't know, just a tidbit of information there. What is the ISF? The ISF are basically the Draconis Combine's, like, secret police. That's the best way to, like, they're basically like the CIA. You know, or the Gestapo, you know, however you want to describe them. They're basically their secret police, their secret government enforcement. Comstar has helped us selectively leak supply and personnel transfer into Korcheval's lucrative mining fields. By Kerensky's grace, the ISF will dispatch a sizable force to try to capture our vessels. With their forces walking into the teeth of our trample to strike them down with the crushing might that only Jaguars can deliver. Well, we'll see what happens, if they fall for it or not. We're right on the money. So in we go.
Yep.
Assuming we don't get attacked immediately, I will give you a shot of what the mech looks like up close.
Oh.
Guigi sending a donation in, I think it's Canadian dollars. I think CA is Canadian dollars. $5. Thank you so much for your generosity. He says 1 to 69. Nice. Maybe I'll do that as a final rating. Maybe the final rating will be from, like, Skibidi to Ohio, 1 to 69. These battle mechs look kind of strange. They really redesigned the look of the Warhawk there. Oh, the Warhawk's a land air mech now. I didn't know that. You learn something every day. No, says Macronox. You don't want Skibidi to Ohio?
The E-Horse are in position. Cobalt, Brass, both of you are too far afield. Move up to this position.
Okay, let's take a look.
Cobalt on the move. Advancing.
All units be advised. A sudden spike electromagnetic signal just appeared on scope. This could be it.
If you see something, let me know, Sheriff.
To get the better of him. No, I'm just goofing around.
And now Wolcott is off limits.
That's really annoying.
The report mentioned the Genyosha.
Skibidi to no cot on God,
says they
for
are
real,
one of
for
the
real.
Combine's most elite units.
The Bachal transcripts show Hohiro attempting to play off his forces as green. Dieter was a fool to fall for such an obvious deception.
All right, throttling up.
Especially after what he himself witnessed when Hohiro escaped Turtle Bay.
Okay, so now we are down to a very familiar 64 kilometers. I actually recorded the Battlemaster. Like, I actually recorded the Battlemaster video today. So 64 kilometers is extremely familiar right now. So I hate this specifically. That advertisement specifically needs to go.
Star Colonel,
Probably that one.
we have contact.
Oh, it's dead.
They are here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alpha strike time.
Advance! Close
Oh,
off
we
her
got
line
him.
of escape. Quickly!
Target.
Damn, I missed.
There's a bill. He's using the billboard to
Militia
cover him.
forces are on us, Star Colonel. I am engaged.
Wait, I
as well.
forgot. We have a missile
Cobalt,
launcher too.
My strike star is circling around and cutting off
Oh
their
God,
line
it's
of
hot.
retreat. I need you to draw this fight out long enough for their command lands to enter the fray.
Weapons. On.
How do we know they will expose themselves?
Oh God, it's
They
hot.
could be falling back
It's
now.
like Return of the Nova.
Once we cut off their lines of retreat, they will be forced to commit to the fight. Be ready for them.
It's
Star
hot.
Captain. Enemy mech down and out.
You have to be hot though. Like that's the key.
New target.
Cobalt, my strike star is in their flank.
Wow.
They are pushing the Kuritans towards you.
So hot I could make my lunch. So like I realized my eggs were getting close to expiring. So like every day is like hard-boiled eggs. I could literally steam eggs in this mech. That's fine though. If the mech isn't threatening to
Detecting more
explode,
enemy
I don't want
movement
to
coming
pilot
our
it.
way.
This is turning into
Oh
a
God,
gauntlet.
Jenner.
we obliterated him.
Destroyed.
You obliterated him, I didn't even shoot.
Target.
Wait, they're sneaking around from multiple directions.
New hostile
Who is that?
detected. Trebuchet.
Oh no, I nearly
Wait, how did I shoot his rear armor?
Another one down.
Target.
That is fake news. Watch me fire an LRM-10 that may or may not do anything.
Enemy destroyed.
Dispensing grimace shakes.
Area secure, Star Colonel.
Weapons. Online.
Do not get too comfortable. Cobalt, Brass, push on to the next position.
I'm a monster for firing
guys.
all 4
Hold
PPCs.
here a
Let
sec.
me, like, the only way to pilot
Don't
the
be mad,
Warhawk is to
but
fire
I've
all
added some
4
custom upgrades
PPCs.
to our mech sensors and tight beam array.
I literally haven't chain fired once.
What? Why?
Chain fire
Now is not the time to be field testing pet
is for
projects.
free births.
But I had to. Those encoded ISF files from before. I've run into a bit of a snag with their encryption. I wrote a program to flag and extract possible encryption keys to
Wait,
our
are
mech's
we
tight
missing
beam
cargo?
arrays. If what the demi-percenter said was true,
Yes.
their commanders should be carrying the data I need.
So if there's a
Just check the
demi-presenter, is there
scanners.
like
See
a
if it picks anything up.
semi-presenter?
Scan
There is just a
salvage.
center.
Marked for pickup.
There's got to just be presenter. Yeah, like there's
Yeah,
definitely
there's
just
a-
presenter, but is
Scan
there
mode
like
disengaged.
semi-presenter?
Scan mode engaged.
It's
Emmy,
not a hit.
presenter.
William, is this what you need? Yeah. This looks promising. I'll need to review it back at base.
Looks like all those times breaking into the Kit Commander's chatterweb messages paid off.
Man, we just need to
Oh, I
drop
never
the
stopped.
LRM and put more
You
heat
would not
sinks on.
believe some of the stuff I've been able to get my
Literally.
hands on. Even got a few communiques out there waiting for
I
responses.
would like to try 4 pulse lasers in, like pulse lasers.
I cannot wait to hear those stories.
Cobalt, your star is falling out of formation. Get a move on.
Star Colonel,
What do
we
you
have
mean?
downed a mech with possible ISF ties. Advise.
Forward coordinates data over to the elemental teams. They will investigate behind our advance. We need you on the front.
Acknowledged. Coordinates sent. Moving out.
How does it feel to be in a slower mech for a change, Sheriff?
Does not bother me in the slightest. I'm more than used to it.
Incoming! Enemy VTOLs!
Oh, those are so
Cobalt,
dead.
The Kuritans are fully committed now, but still
ER
no sign of a
PPCs, they are
command
so
lance.
dead.
Keep your eyes open for it.
All PPCs per helicopter. Here we go. All PPCs per helicopter. Hold on a second. I'm ready. I got to sink some heat. Here we go. All PPCs per helicopter.
Weapons online.
Enemy down!
This one I'm specifically going to hit him. All PPCs per hell. He lived! He lived!
Weapons online. New target.
Overkill!
Destroyed.
Where's the water at? Oh, there's water here. I'm moving into the water.
Got another.
Target
He
destroyed.
didn't get them. I'm the one who got them.
Weapons online.
Okay, I'm going into the water.
Grab bath.
Why don't we have a mech that just has a giant, like, fire hose and just sprays us down? Like a giant mech-sized fire hose? He just sprays us down with water?
A good idea.
Like,
You
bring
think
the
like a force
bondsman.
there, like a
Bring the
killer?
bondsman in to, like, you know, just spray us down with some water.
It's like, it's not a loader king, it's a water king.
The only way to be sure that... See this manticore? It's like the only way to be certain that we disable it.
Target
Oh, God.
destroyed.
Oh, God.
Be advised.
Okay, so it generates
militia
about
ground forces
62
have
heat.
fallen back into the city.
So we need to
They're
sink
losing
down to
their
about
cover. Root
40-ish
them
before we can fire again?
It cools pretty quickly, to be fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's all the double heat sinks that work.
Yeah.
What it really needs is a heat exchanger from Battletech, because that gives you reduction in heat by percentage.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think they don't have those, so... What can you do?
Turrets.
Everyone.
Oh my
Head
god.
on a swivel
All
and check your
PPCs.
corners. They want this
I
fight
missed.
to
Oh, I
get
suck.
up close and personal.
Wait, I'm gonna use all my PPCs on that turret.
Heat critical.
And then watch him fire the mag.
Destroyed.
Just wait until... Oh, did you kill... Oh, I thought you got him in one shot. Here we go.
Target
Oh my
destroyed.
god, I think I just one-shot him.
New
Well,
hostile
four-shot him. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm sinking some heat. Gotta get down to 40. Here we go. Yeah, kablam! They're shooting back. Why would they do that?
Incoming missile. New
I didn't
target.
even do anything.
Not quite
Oh,
close, but
kablam!
yeah.
Oh, I might have hit one of our guys there. I'm sure he'll forgive me, I'm sure.
Target
Mech destroyed.
new target.
How is this guy not dead?
Reactor critical.
Okay, he's dead.
Stand back.
Out of my way, fools. I need to shoot all of my
Oh.
PPCs.
We
Destroyed.
headshot him.
New target. Heat critical. Target
One enemy mech down.
It's like you could never even dream of doing this with the Inner Sphere mechs. Like, you'd have to, like... You have to have, like, the Annihilator or something. Or, like, the King Crab Kaiju.
destroyed.
Apparently, we need to find a repair bay.
New hostile detected.
Wait, that's a blackjack.
Blackjack.
And a fire starter. Oh, God, not a fire starter. Quick, destroy him.
Focusing on your target.
There we go.
Destroyed.
More hostiles getting pushed onto our position. This is getting
He
ridiculous.
just spawned in.
I
Why not
see him.
surrender? By now,
I
they
got
know
his
our
main
need.
gun.
The ISF are likely goading them to fight to their death.
You kids have been coddled by too many fights with spheroids. This is what a real fight is. In trials against other clans,
Just
unless
wait.
an opponent
Just
offers you
wait
a
till I
hero,
sink my
expect
heat.
no quarter until there is
I
only
headshot
one
again.
side
If you
left
hit, oh,
standing.
he's dead.
All reds down, Jaguar 1. Flip over to scanners for me.
Okay, I'm getting into
way
the
that
other
group
repair bay.
fought, The ISF had to have been close.
Systems offline. Field repairs complete.
What do you think of this mech, Macronox? Macronox tends to like the reverse-legged mechs. I'm like, yeah, this is probably right up Macronox's alley.
There's something just down here.
Scan
He's
salvage.
like, God damn it!
Marked for pickup.
Why does he have 4 PPCs?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff to scan.
Oh,
Scan mode
well, let's get
engaged.
scanning.
Looks like you were right.
Marked for pickup.
Got it. Jaguar Command. Another suspected ISF mech downed. flagging for the elementals.
Scan mode engaged.
All hands! Militia forces have advanced up to the package drop site. Move with urgency and deny them our
Rihanna
assets.
dropped.
We better hurry.
A 2-kilometer walk. Well, in this game, we know there's going to be something along the way. Like, they don't make us walk for 2 kilometers for nothing. Yeah, this LRM-10 is completely worthless. Like, the extra heat sinks would absolutely be worth it. I don't even think it needs. I don't even think it needs armor. Like, I think the armor is fine. Oh, here we go.
Stalker.
Target.
I hit the stalker. I'm gonna put them on the Thunderbolt because it's closer. Thunderbolt is eating those hits like a pro. Look at him go.
They are down.
New target.
The Archer's gonna beat up.
The stalker is about to lose its side torso. Okay, there we go.
Keep breathing. Incoming missile.
I'm just gonna hide over here for now.
Mech destroyed.
Like, I need to finish cooking my eggs real fast.
I think the mech's all dead.
New target.
We have tanks now. You know, stalkers would probably not be a bad mech to use against the clans.
Target destroyed.
Like, if I had to pick mechs to use, like, the stalker is certainly one that I would consider using.
Target.
They had an Archer there as well.
Targets are
Wait, I forgot I got missiles.
Come on, Brass. Let us show these Cobalt kids how it is done.
Plenty of glory to be had, Star Captain. Based on what I have seen today,
Man, I'm just
you will
tickling
need our
it.
help to get it.
I'm literally
Be
just tickling
thankful
this
that
thing.
Ilkon Showers has barred us from trials of grievances, Cobalt. Otherwise, I would fight you over such slander. I see them! Star Colonel, hostiles forming up in a defensive position at the drop site.
What are they up to?
Why does it take so many missiles? Why are the missiles worse in clans than in mercs?
I honestly think the
New
tanks are just
hostile
way
detected.
overtuned.
Dragon. New target.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna shoot the
Destroyed.
grasshopper.
Target.
Big
destroyed.
hit, big hit. I'm gonna go for the dragon next.
He's open.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
New target.
The structure's in the way, I don't want to shoot.
Target destroyed.
Onwards! So I guess we got another star. Prevent this destruction of the allied star? I guess. Why not? Oh, we got helicopters. All PPCs. Fire!
Next.
New hostile detected. Thunderbolt.
All PPCs. Fire!
We got a lot of bottlenecks.
Oh, I see this. Look at this.
Target.
They're bringing their own PPCs. It's going to be a PPC shootout.
Target destroyed. New hostile detected. Catapult.
It's the big peepee battle.
Keep breathing.
I almost got him through.
They
I
are
almost
down.
I almost got him the back shots.
New target.
That is awesome.
It's like, do I need to like tag this stream NSFW? Seeing like live battle mech back shots.
Destroyed.
Wait, there's ammo here.
engaged.
Let me rearm my PPCs. Good. Now I won't run out of weapons for the PPC.
Cobalt, eyes up. We have a leopard inbound.
Scanning.
Must be a command lance.
Scan mode. Disengaged.
Good. If that is the case, one of them might
Quick,
have what I need.
show them our PP.
New hostile detected. Orion.
Oh, the Orion just ate the shots. He took my PP like a
I
pro.
just get headshot this battle master just like that.
New
I did
target.
headshot it. Nice.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'll see if I can. I'm going to go for his head, too. As he's kind of tilted to the side. Big PP!
Target.
Mech
I don't
terminated.
know. We headshot Marauder? The Rennie is blasting the literal living shit out of me right now.
They're like body blocking me, unfortunately. Big pee-pee!
Weapons online. New target. Target destroyed.
I'm coming from the backfield now.
New hostile detected.
I thought they brought a Hellbringer out for a second.
Weapons online. New target. Keep free.
But then I realized it's just a Warhammer.
Weapons.
Check that lance for data. It must have something I can use.
What are you hoping to find?
Scan mode engaged.
I'll explain later if this works. For now, just trust me.
All right. We will scan anything that gets flagged.
Oh, okay, we're scanning away.
Last teeth.
Okay. Sensors are saying the data pack download is complete.
Disengage.
Good. Hopefully, we won't need this. But better safe than sorry.
Jaguar 1, field is clear. We have another possible mech affiliated with the ISF on site.
Hold on station, Cobalt. Elementals have been dispatched, but
firing
they may take some time.
maximum pee-pee.
We have multiple mechs flagged across the battlefield. So, hold fast.
All of the pee-pee.
Once they arrive, this may be relieved.
A lot of PP.
You got a question this time, Sheriff. He says, how do you, from Dara, it says, how do you think the clans would handle the King Crab car with all the heavy rifles set up on it?
I don't think there's any mech in existence at any time frame within the BattleTech, universe. Probably even into the Dark Ages and further on, the Word of Black Jihad, that would be able to sustain fire from 4 heavy rifles from a King Crab car for too long, considering you can physically shoot them from anywhere, inside a map. Having said that, it is apocryphal, so I'm not sure it really counts, but I would put it this way, I would have rather have a King Crab car than any of these mechs so far, but that's just me.
Emily Wimmer says, you executed the plan to the letter, Cobalt. The ISF played right into our hands. Those rats could not stay hidden forever. Smoke Jaguar claws have pierced their flesh, and like all others that stand before us, they are now scorched debris. Kerensky continues to bless us and our liberation of the inner sphere. More money, more stuff. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, I'm going to cutscene. That is an elemental battle armor.
Elementals were dispatched to each of the mechs we suspected of having ties to the ISF. Their MechWarriors all committed ritual suicide before capture. The Watch is evaluating everything they can from the wreckage, but so far, they have come up completely empty.
I might have something.
We do not know for sure yet.
Trust me, Jaden. I have something.
Let him speak.
Okay. So, back at the RBD depot, we found encoded transmission packs belonging to the ISF. On my own, I have attempted to chip away at the encryption to see what the data packs contain. But without an encryption key, it is nearly impossible.
And why would you do this? That is not your job. That is what the Watch is for.
Forgive me, Star Colonel, but what I do in my free time is my business. My star took the data packs as a Sorla, and I do not believe the Watch to be capable of this task. They are still freshly formed and often provided inaccurate intel back at Turtle Bay. They seem to be far more focused on recovering materials from the old Intelsar outpost in the periphery than validating intel we find in the field.
Very well. Continue.
We need a key to crack the encoding, so I wrote a program to scan for anything that would fit that description in their mech systems. We got something off our fresh kills before anyone could tamper with the data.
What have you found?
I do not know yet. We were not lucky enough to get a full key, but I think I might have broken enough to backtrack the message to its destination. I need more time to know for sure.
You will get it. I will task the Watch to support you in your efforts. Star Commander Jaden, I am taking direct command of MechWarrior Liam. And I will temporarily assign Alexander Hoyt to your star, and he will wait for you in your barracks. So prep and ready yourselves for immediate deployment the second you find anything of value.
Star Colonel. Good job, Liam.
Thanks, Star Commander.
You wouldn't want me to be the DCMS commander. Like, if I was the DCMS commander, I would just... This is a completely lore-friendly thing. The Draconis Combine are really big fans of a battle mech simply known as the Dragon. If I was the DCMS commander, I would just deploy an entire company of dragons, 12 dragons, that is something that Combine literally does. They do field full dragon companies. A full company of dragons would sweep these guys off the field. That's 12 AC-5s, LRM 120 between all of them, and if you get into 400 meters, that's 24 medium lasers. But just 12 AC-5s, just focus firing people down, and the Dragon is fast enough. It has enough armor that it doesn't die in one hit, and it has enough speed to, like, approach, and it could also, like, weave through the terrain. There's a reason why the Combine uses the Dragon. The Dragon is basically like the M4 Sherman of battle mechs. It's like it just does a little bit of everything, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, but in terms of like actual, like if these, fictitious battles were more historical, then yes, you would mainly want quick generalized mechs that can like rapidly go around, blow up tanks, helicopters, buildings, turrets, etc. But yeah, against a mech, just an absolute hailstorm of 12 AC-5s, LRM 120, and up to 24 medium lasers, like that would cook. But let's go ahead and mess around with the our chassis.
Arthur Carmo says, I think she wants to make Freebirth with Liam. That's quite funny.
I mean, she's definitely being a little nicer than she has been in the past. Although in clan society, you're allowed to have sex. Like, sex is not, like, forbidden. In fact, in clan society, casual sex is very normal. What is frowned upon is illegitimate childbirth. But, like, just casual sex is not, like, a unusual thing within the clans, mainly because, like, their reproduction strategies are different. Therefore, their morality around sexual relationships also differs. Okay, so I'm going to modify this mech. Let's go ahead and rip out this LRM-10. Which is going to get us, about 3.5 more tons. One of the downsides to clan technology is that it doesn't give you as much to work with, either. When you take stuff out, it didn't weigh much. Wow, these are all non-negotiable. Let's just add some double heat sinks in. Heat sink. Heat sink. Heat sink. Okay, I've got 0.5 tons remaining. I don't think it has any redundant armor that we can remove. We could remove the tactical computer. Gives us more projectile speed. How much does this weigh? 5 tons? Meh. More heat sinks. Heat sinks. All of the heat sinks. Heat sinks.
I literally don't care about armor, I just want heat sinks as well.
Watch me not be able to hit anything anymore. Okay, there's not a lot of space left, so I'm just going to cram in a ton of armor here, I guess. He's going to have, like, one jerk-off arm, basically, like one arm that's heavier than the other. There we go. Okay, now we'll see if this was a mistake or not. Okay, there we go. So now we have even more double heat sinks. We don't have that. We don't have anything else. We have 14 double heat sinks, and then we have a jerk-off arm as well. Even better. Okay. Wait, we haven't checked our upgrades. Let me check the science lab. Yeah, we need to upgrade something. Let's see. Armor reduction. Damage reduction? Yes, please. We definitely want that. What about PPCs? ER PPC projectile speed? Sure. Heat. No, heat. Heat, damage, and then, I don't know. Just one of these, I guess. It doesn't matter. Just pick some of these dumb upgrades. There we go. Also, it looks like our technicians are more than capable of keeping up with things, so that's good news. Okay, so this is probably the final mission, Mountain Maze, because once again, the whole map is covered. They might be able to fit another mission here, but the whole thing is covered in these little markers. Mountain Maze, Dispatcher Emily Wimmer, Target Kercheval Militia, MechWarrior Jaden. This is a recon in force operation. You will escort MechWarrior Liam as he investigates the broadcast signals to find these free births! Exclamation point. MechWarrior Liam has been granted operational control on my authority. You must support him in the field as best you can. We must smoke out these ISF operatives and disrupt their coordination with the planetary militia, or this will drag on and on. I am counting on you to see that it does not. 400 tons.
Cobalt, as you know, we believe that the ISF has been coordinating the Courchevel militia's resistance to our occupation. After our last operation, we now believe that we have a lead to find the ISF operatives and the militia's leadership. MechWarrior Liam?
Thank you, Star Colonel. Using data extracted from key mechs in our last engagement, we believe that the ISF has taken up residence here in the northern Lamont Mountains. Courchevel's climate produces near-perpetual salt storms close to its polar caps, normally making human habitation impossible past a certain longitude. During the Star League, a series of climate control towers were installed to regulate the severity of these storms in the north to give mining conglomerates access to the north's natural resources.
That was in the time of the Star League. During the Succession Wars, the towers were destroyed in raids by House Steiner. Those territories are uninhabitable today.
Which is exactly what they wanted us to think. I backtracked the ISF's encrypted messages to this location. Someone is out there, and they have been broadcasting messages around the system.
That does not seem to be a lot to go on.
Unfortunately, this is the best lead we have. MechWarrior Liam will investigate this signal and see what we can find. Cobalt Star, you will act as his escort. This will be a recon and force operation. MechWarrior Liam will be granted special operational control on my authority. You will follow his lead and help him find these cowardly free births once and for all.
Understood, Star Colonel.
I mean, that's good. So now the mech heats up and cooks my eggs, and then we can just catch some, free salt in the wind. So this seems like a good idea overall. Mountain Maze, Emily Wimmer, Target Courcheval Militia. Oh, no, I already read that. Just rereading things. Okay, so I guess we can bump you up to something a little heavier. Let's bring in the gargoyle. There we go. I didn't even try to do any math. I just slapped them in there. Here we go. Now we can try our revised Warhawk with the maximum number of PPCs and the maximum number of double heat sinks.
Jaguar 1, we are approaching the coordinates now. Still no visual on anything.
Proceed with caution. This salt storm is exceeding our forecasted estimates. At current toxicity levels, your body will not last 30 minutes in the open before you die of asphyxiation.
Good thing we have our mechs then. Jaden, keep it tight and do not allow anyone to fall. I will not have your deaths on my codex.
So definitely do not stick your tongue out the window. Got it.
Why so salty?
Yeah, why so salty? I mean, to me, this place looks like all the other places, just with a bit more dust. But, we'll see. I mean, all they need to do is just bring Americans here. Like, we love putting salt on everything. We'll just eat all the salt up. Also,
Sorry
we
to have to upstage you on this one, Star Commander.
Oh, please. You are loving this.
Yeah, I kind of am.
Also, it's confirmation. We have confirmation now that the Star League is just the United States. They're just trying to control the weather. Like, they're using their weather control devices to, like, use storms to, like, disrupt parts of the United States. Like, so, it's confirmed now. The Star League is just future United States. I bet you didn't know that, Sheriff. Like, that's like a current ongoing conspiracy theory, that the reason why we're getting hit by so many hurricanes is because of the government's weather control technology.
I actually had heard that. And I don't believe it's a conspiracy. It sounds very
Well, we heard it here. Like, this verifies it.
Don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
It can't be just one of them. Someone's out here.
Maybe they're just collecting salt.
Command, coordinates have led us to some sort of navigation buoy. Moving in to investigate.
Scan mode. Disengage.
Do we need to scan this?
What now?
Not sure. I wonder.
Scan mode engaged.
So, you know, an interesting... It's so hard to...
Codes seem to unlock something.
If you wonder why I don't do much commentary, I don't want to interrupt their chatter, and I never know when I can talk.
Sometimes their chatter is so, like, boring and irrelevant as well, and you're like, I could have spoken with that.
Yeah, like, there's time. I want to look for opportunities to talk, but then, like, I never know when they're gonna start, like, yapping away about something.
This buoy
like
is
right now.
daisy-chained in a string, and each one guides you to the next stop in the chain. Follow them, you find their base.
Oh, so it's just like the other one with the weather?
It's,
Clever.
you know, just exactly how
But
your
disgraceful.
navigation...
So much for their code of Bushido.
Huh?
That is the DCMS. This is the work of the ISF, House Kurita's Security Bureau. I do not believe they hold themselves to the same sense of honor.
Then they are no better than Valasek and his ilk, skulking in the shadows.
I see buildings. Is this
So
our base?
dishonorable, like using
If it
a
is,
using the weather
where
to cloak
is everyone?
yourself. How disgraceful.
I doubt it. This place is
I mean,
dead.
like, they live here.
The clans are such a
Coordinates are
joke.
leading us to that
They're
large
so
structure.
stupid.
Huh. This facility is abandoned, but it seems like the ISF are
navigation
using the
buoys.
tower's terminal as a
They're
way for their
We
navigation.
did it ourselves. We attacked the
Signal's so faint
facility
we can barely read
using weather.
I know.
Starting the interface now.
Contact. Liam, hang back.
Neg, we cannot risk them reporting back our presence. Destroy
Neg.
them, quickly.
New hostile
Okay, here we go.
Vindicator.
The reactor is going
Meg, how do we shoot him in the back?
We have a target down.
When you're that specialized in
Destroyed.
back shots, you can do back shots from the front.
Target destroyed. New hostile
That
detected.
really is something else.
Phoenix Hawk.
I literally could barely even see what I'm shooting at.
They're all dead. They're all mixed. They're all red.
All I can do is just shoot at the center of the
Target
square.
Destroyed. New
More mechs.
target. Heat grid. Target destroyed.
Oh, I totally missed.
Target destroyed.
I definitely do notice the heat sinking is
New
better.
hostile detected. Vulcan.
It's still quite hot though.
Okay, another one down. Setting waypoint to the next one. Move out.
If you do enough damage,
Waypoint
it doesn't really
received.
matter.
Forming
That
on
is
you.
true. It's so weird. Like in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, I'm always hating on the PP. The piece of garbage. I was never the
Gotta hand it
PPC
to you, Liam.
stinks. But
really
in this
stepped
it's
up for
actually
this
good.
one.
It is actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel
Surprised even myself. I guess I am finally growing into my namesake.
About time you did. We all reached the end of our ropes with your bitching about it years ago.
nice. Oh, let's say I was gonna say the same thing. Right on.
Gee.
I'm kidding.
Thanks. You know, I still have operational command, right?
Ooh, okay.
He's gonna like pull. He's gonna like pull one on us.
New hostile detected.
He's pulling rank.
Fire starter.
That was a huge fat miss.
New target.
Honestly, aim down my way or I'll just walk. I don't care.
Okay, there he is.
Target destroyed. New target. Heat critical.
Good shot.
You just absolutely
destroyed.
leveled him.
It's like PPC battles.
It's not like Star Wars, honestly.
He's just a torso now, and he's actually kind of hard to hit.
Destroyed.
I swear we're just playing Star Wars.
New target.
What if we had 5 Warhawks with PPCs?
Well, I mean, we literally could just buy 5 of them.
Yeah, we gotta save resources though for like the Direwolf and the Executioner.
Target destroyed.
Although there's one of the levels where we don't
New
get a mech, right?
Target destroyed.
Target down.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we don't get money very quickly either. They don't pay us by the mission. We get paid whenever we level up.
That's true.
So, like, it wouldn't be hard to, like, overspend, especially because the Warhawk is, like, almost 6 million Kerenskys. We only have, like, 16 million
So,
or
Liam,
so.
what did the Star Colonel say to you?
Wimmer agreed with me that the Watch's intelligence throughout this invasion has been spotty at best. Said the group could really use my expertise. Even offered me a transfer to join them.
Wait, are you going to take it?
Yeah, I think so. The amount of shit we've had to sift through due to bad intelligence, I can't stand around and do nothing anymore. Not if I know I can do better.
The Jaguars could use someone who takes these spheroid spycraft games seriously. I think you could serve the clan well there. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna lose Liam.
Oh
He's
no.
gonna like he's gonna become a
bitch
nerd.
The bitch is one of the lot.
Reading a small detachment of mechs forming
here
up
we
around
go.
the next objective.
Punch through them.
Hard
The
to
next
tell if I'm
waypoint
hitting
in that
anything
tower.
good,
We
but
cannot risk them destroying it.
Got or grip him on P.
We got you,
Oh, no.
Dropkin.
I see him.
I hit him on the leg. Aiming for the leg.
I'm just happy to hit anything right now since I can barely see.
Heat critical. Target
Where is he
destroyed.
going? Like, what are you
New
doing? A death wish?
target.
On location,
Target
patching myself
Back shots.
in now.
weapons.
Wait, behind
Go
us,
back
behind
us.
us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
See
they
them,
are
see them,
on
see
to
them.
us.
Detected. Quick draw.
Can't see them, but I...
Heat critical.
I'm just shooting
Target
towards the middle of the
destroyed.
square.
New target.
Oh,
Man, the ridge is protecting him just a little bit.
oh yeah, headshot.
Target destroyed.
Kind of annoying that an Alpha Strike doesn't headshot them in one shot. I'm assuming he's not dying over here.
Report on his battle mech is he's barely scratched.
Good. I think we need to get inside the area.
Wait, behind us again.
Grab. Yeah.
New
Grab.
hostile detected.
There's a 27 SL too. Nice mech.
New target.
And a grasshopper. Okay. Looks like they had some guys trickling in. They're like that
Done.
secondary
Next
poop you
waypoint
take
punched
after
in.
the primary
Look at
poop.
people. We cannot allow them to shut
Yeah.
us out.
2.0.
You heard him. Pick up the pace.
The crab jumped down.
Yes, it did. It's actually
Target.
coming around right now.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Advance on the third buoy.
Like, these PPCs actually feel like cannons, unlike the PPCs in MechWarrior 5. The PPC in MechWarrior 5, it just feels like you're kind of like, ooh, Gucci, Gucci, oh, tickling them.
It was funny, I'm calling them a buoy. We don't even call them buoys in the UK. They're called boys in the UK.
Probably another one where it has, like, different pronunciations. Logan
Yeah.
says he likes the look of the game, but $50 is pushing it. I agree. That's actually why I don't own the game. I'm actually playing it through the Xbox Game Pass system. That doesn't mean that I won't consider buying it, but, you know, like I said, we're still going through the game to collect information on our final review.
I would definitely recommend to anyone who wants to play this, from what I can tell so far, one playthrough is probably enough. Just
if you
buy
buy,
it after a month.
If you buy 1 month, you could easily beat the game within the month, and then try any of the other games you're interested in that are on the Game Pass. Apparently, Nvidia is doing something similar to Game Pass as well. Shadi Owl, she asked, any plans to get back to State of Decay 2? There are no plans to return to State of Decay 2.
New target.
Hatchetman is a death door.
Reactor criticals, stand back.
New hostile.
I kind of like how they have some different death animations. Like, they're not doing the ragdoll animations like they did in MechWarrior 5 Mercs.
I did quite like whenever you like shot a random like Phoenix on a backflip.
And he starts like flying through the air or something.
Just like breakdancing. I actually quite enjoyed that. Sometimes like little glitches are quite funny.
Maybe they should have left it like a 1 in 100 chance.
Yeah, they should have. And it used to always specifically be Phoenix Hawks, I feel like.
The Phoenix Hawk was especially notorious for it.
It was. It's really funny.
Report on Liam's mech. His damage is barely increased. It is increasing, but it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the third boy. I'm going to say it right. Third boy now, so I'm guessing that. I mean, I think it's going 3, right? It wouldn't do more than that.
We got
like
Macronox covering my back on State of Decay. Yes, what Macronox said is accurate. If anyone wants to know why I'm not playing why did I switch from State of Decay to MechWarrior 5? Go to the VODs channel and watch my final State of Decay stream. Skip to the last 20 minutes, where I explain the decision-making process.
And also spend 10 minutes like playing any other game, and you'll understand why too.
That too. This plant is suspicious.
I mean, literally any other game.
That plant is suspicious. How do these plants live? Maybe they've adapted to high salt environments. They're basically like Tyler 1. They're the Tyler 1 plants. Like they've adapted to the high salt environment of League of Legends. Oh,
New
an
hostile
enemy.
detected.
Oh,
Crusader.
I think it's behind a ridge.
It's in front of the ridge.
Good headshot.
Oh, headshot.
Oh, wow.
Damn, what a shot. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a bit lucky because I didn't really see it.
It's like when the barber says, when you tell the barber just a little off the top.
Yeah, he takes it the whole thing, including your head. You just get like decapitated. That's annoying.
What? Too late. They destroyed the buoy's transmitter. Is that
Oh,
it?
by the way, our
there
buddy
nothing
is
we can
under
do?
attack. I'm gonna start moving towards him.
Give me a sec.
That was
Transmitter's gone.
a deliberate
It's
trap.
intact. They must need it themselves to navigate through this mess. I can still interface with it manually.
Manually? You mean outside? In this? No. Even you cannot be that crazy.
Oh, that was an accidental
I have to
headshot.
do it. This is the only chance we have of getting these surats.
What do you want us to do?
Get back and screen this buoy. If a firefight breaks out,
I guess he's gonna get that
anywhere near
salt
me, my
action.
phones of my mech working.
Oh, you get.
We got
Sacrifice
you. Make it
yourself,
quick.
Liam. Moron.
Taking fire! Get these freeboards off me!
New hostile detected. New hostile detected. Jenner.
Damn, his body blocked it. That wreckage. Boom!
Destroyed.
The pee-pee
Down
battles.
to target.
My pee-pee is the
Missile.
biggest.
Target destroyed.
They have not even begun to see the biggest of pee-pees.
Target destroyed. New target
You get only a little bit of pee-pee.
destroyed.
Oh, that flea needs the maximum pee-pee. Pee-pee! I can't see him. Pee-pee!
Big but inaccurate.
Weapons online.
I'm like, you know you're aiming when you're like leaning your face closer. I'm leaning closer to the monitor, trying to improve my aim, but it doesn't work.
Video.
It's salty. Quick, get me some salt for my eggs.
Liam, hurry. Your suit cannot save you out there.
I know. In and out. I promise.
I mean, isn't there like some shelter? Like, doesn't this thing have shelter for him to use? What's wrong with his suit? Like, how do you die from asphyxiation anyways? Does the salt, like, too much salt in your body?
Don't take it off you.
Why would you take it off?
Here. Accessing the console now.
Is there just not is there just like a low amount of oxygen in the atmosphere? Like, why would you asphyxiate?
Got it.
No! He's like, Ohio gozaimasu, input code.
Yeah, it is.
Talk to me. Give me a sit rep.
You got like Shigeru Miyamoto speaking in like English. Like, oh, input the password though.
Oh no, he's not even cooked.
Dude, he just got all the salt in it. His mouth was open. He should be all salty now. He's like getting dehydrated. The salt! Oh, the explosions will get you before the salt.
Jaden.
You can't park there, bro.
Mia. Run.
What a great idea.
Why did he park his mech like that?
I'm not seeing any life signs.
Well, he could have made it out.
Oh, artillery bombardment.
Liam! Respond, damn it!
Please, scout.
Liam! Jaden! Go back! We need to save him!
Save
Scan
which part of him?
salvage. Marked for pickup. Scan mode engaged.
It's like left arm.
We're scanning his mech right now.
Cockpit has been breached.
Why
No
would it
chance
fall
to use this
over?
as shelter.
Scan mode disengaged.
Nothing more we can do. Fall back.
Target.
Based Draconis combined.
Target
Why did
destroyed.
it fall over? I don't understand.
It's salt. You don't even need to like be in the water to have a salty grave on this planet.
New target.
They fed him the saltiest
Down
grimace
to
shake.
target.
New hostile.
I just want to know why he parked his mech like that.
I want to know why he's just a dumbass.
Took a heavy hit there.
I actually
Not
like
feeling too good.
get back to the laptop, bro. Stop worrying about MechWarrior.
You okay?
Target.
Yeah.
He's like, this is my
I think-
chance to like suck some salt up.
Stay with me.
Oh, he's got a PPC. It's PP battles.
Oh my goodness, the bombs are so hard. I can't aim. Oh, I stuck off. Oh, there we go. Okay, our temporal is that way.
Well, this Highlander's an elite pilot, so he's getting a ton of damage reduction.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we squished him.
I kept getting stuck on a plant.
And that
Salty.
fucking
Salty
Leo, he
plant.
just got fed the world's saltiest grimace shake. And now the ISF is gonna like gritty on his like body.
I really wanted him to die there. I was like, I don't know. I don't normally hate characters, but of all the five, he's the one I don't like the most.
He's like, let
The
me
rest
get
of them
out there and
don't
like
offend me.
hack some stuff.
It's heck, bro. It's like, I made a program. It's like, no, you didn't.
Come on, move it! Get out from under their artillery!
Like, look, I can only go 64 kilometers.
We cannot leave Liam.
Oh, he's dead!
Going back will only risk drawing more fire to his position. His only hope is for us to break clear and call the cavalry.
He's not dead, is he then?
Hostiles, dead ahead.
He's gonna
Break
get
through
like, he's gonna get
He's only
like
not
some
dead.
kind of salt-related disease.
Destroyed.
Down
Like
to
the
target.
next time you see him, like all he can do is like rage out on like Fortnite or like Valorant or something.
Destroyed.
And it's like, we're sorry, his sodium levels are too high. There's nothing we can do.
The fact that you can give him any chance of survival means he's alive. Like, let's be honest, which is really annoying, actually.
At least these artillery cannons are not as accurate as they are in MechWarrior 5. Like in MechWarrior 5, like they've got you like dead to rights.
Yeah, they do. You have to
No
kinda
more
dump the ones that do
contractions in our star, says Macronox. Maybe we will like contract in his honor. On the left side, we've got a catapult. Did that thing just live?
It lived.
Target
It did not live the second time.
That means it was... Oh, a Shrek. Get out of me, swamp! Get out of me, swamp!
What is he doing here?
So that means they did add a new vehicle. Well, they've added some new vehicles. The Shrek is a really famous vehicle, a triple PVC tank. Get out of me, swamp! Where's the catapult at?
What catapult?
I caught a glimpse of a catapult. Maybe I just lost my mind.
Like,
the salt is affecting my mind.
Star Colonel? Jaguar base. Are you there?
It's like just a biblical thing. He got turned into a salt
Give
pillar.
me a sit rep.
He did.
One MechWarrior down, another took a heavy hit. Unknown number of hostiles with artillery support. We are falling back.
Target.
Roger. Dispatching broadsword to the following waypoint. Report when you get on site.
Oh, person heavy, no.
Target destroyed.
These are the fat tanks. Like, these tanks need, like, Ozempic. No. These are the fat-ass tanks.
Destroyed.
There's a molar.
New target.
Oh, boy. Let me prioritize that, then. Oh, my God. I think I got him with a headshot.
You did. What a shot.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot you. Sink heat later.
Weapons.
Shoot now, think later.
Target destroyed.
He's dead. Nice shot on that molar, by the way.
That was definitely... I mean, considering that all I can shoot at is like a cloud of salt, like, the salt guided me.
Here's a...
He is now one with the salt, says Darth Jeffrey. No body, no death, says Arthur.
I know, I kind of wanted to...
If Liam is alive, they will probably have him come out saving our ass in some cinematic. I hope he comes back as some kind of, like, salt monstrosity.
That would be fun.
Jaguar base. We made it to the marked waypoint.
Sit tight. Broadsword will pick up momentarily. We got you.
And that wasn't a very hard mission, I will say.
He better not be on this broadsword, I swear.
He's on board, he's like, you know, oh,
he better
man.
not be on that broadsword. He's actually piloting it. He actually got back and piloted it.
He, like, hacked the salt. Now, he's like, you know, I was able to use my technical skills to hack into, like, the Star League era weather control devices to, like, save myself from the salt. Emily Wimmer says, I know your star suffered a significant blow, but nobody makes it through unscathed during bloody conflicts. MechWarrior Liam sacrifices life for the cause. I actually really like salt. I have a massive, like, 10-pound bag of salt.
I hate salt, you know? I don't eat salt at all.
It's not just any salt either. It's Celtic damp salt.
Wow.
So it's a damp salt. It's not even like normal salt.
And dry.
Like, Logan Paul's like, I like my cheese drippy. I like my salt damp.
Star Commander, Ezra is hurt. Jade and Liam is still out there.
What happened to him?
How is he?
Shot?
As far as I can tell, he has a fractured arm and multiple broken ribs. Maybe even a punctured lung.
Go and flag a medtech down.
Hey, Moshika. Jaden.
Hold on. Medtechs are on their way.
Don't worry about me. Save Liam.
Yes.
What happened?
Let's get back out there for sure.
Save your energy, MechWarrior.
It was a trap, Star Colonel. The Caretans had artillery pre-sighted on that buoy.
He's still out there. We need to go back out and get him.
It was always a long shot for Liam to root these snakes out. But they have proven to be much craftier than Balasix's pirates. With Liam gone, hunting down the ISF is a fool's errand, and it would waste too much material.
No! How can you?
Drop it, MechWarrior. My decision has been made.
Neg! Liam is still out there and he needs us! I will not let you abandon him! I challenge you to a circle of equals.
She has no standing to challenge me. What say you, Star Commander?
Is he going?
Mia is right. Liam could still be alive. And he is our best chance at tracking those Surats down. I challenge. Mia may stand in as my proxy.
So be it.
Place your bets.
Emily, she's a witness. Hands down easy fight.
What's this? What is this like? Metal Gear Solid 4, Snake versus Liquid. Snake!
Mia will obviously win.
Heartless bitch!
Yeah, I just got done watching Dragon Ball Daima too. Here we go. We got some martial arts. Is she gonna pull out like a massive victory out of nowhere?
You think yourself the only one to lose someone? That his life is more important than anyone else? Grow up, girl. You are a clan warrior. And if you show yourself to be anything less, I will dispose of you myself. And that goes for you too. You just lost one MechWarrior to an ambush when we were trying to catch them unaware! And charging in blind while they are on alert will only result in more unnecessary losses. If you are too foolish to see the logic in that, you do not deserve your command. Clean up this mess. And get back to work.
Mia.
Maybe she should have taken the suit off. You know, maybe she would have been a little more mobile.
I mean, that's realistic, to be honest. Like, Emily should have won that, given their experience, you would think.
Would her suit have like made some of those impacts a little easier? Oh, it's Clan Wolf. What does Clan Wolf have to say?
Fire! Falcon 1! Deal with them! Roger! Stu! Rango! You're too close!
Split ass, Nick, and we make another run.
I'll go right, and this time, I'll go first. Watch those mechs on the hull.
Going in high! Lead on, Nick. I'm right behind you.
That looks like a Wrestle. That was a Wrestle Hague logo.
Stay close. If either of us is hit, we break off, right?
Norseman is clear! Repeat, Norseman is clear!
Yeah, it's a Wrestle Hague ship.
Dropships detaching from the main carrier. Watch their fire!
I see it! All hands, brace for evasive maneuvers!
Get to your escape pods! Raven! Watch those damn dropships!
Wait, was that Tor?
It's Nick. It's pretty bad. If you see my father, tell him I made him proud.
sacrificed her life to land a direct hit to the bridge of Clan Wolf's flagship, the Dire Wolf. Among the listed fatalities was our Ilkon, Leo Showers,
Owned.
who was stationed aboard the vessel. The Council has thus ordered for all Blood-Name warriors to be recalled to Stranamekti, to appoint a new Ilkon to lead our invasion. As for all other warriors, you are to stand fast, and will be tasked with securing all that we have laid claim to within the occupation zone. Our trip home will be long. Within only 1 year, we will return. And I promise you, when we do, we will finish the fight that Leo Shower started, sinking our claws deep into the very heart of the great houses.
That's a pretty big delay, 1 year.
He's got ditched. Why could they not just done a Zoom call?
Like Zoom is like FaceTime. They're worried. I mean, because it'll be 3 a.m. somewhere, and if you FaceTime somebody at 3 a.m., it's not a good idea.
It's very rude. Yeah, it's a bit rude. You're right. I swear we're switching sides. I just have this feeling, man. I said this since the start.
I don't think we don't have blood names, so like we're just gonna like still be here or something.
We stink.
Let's talk about it.
How did he do this time?
Better. Others still shun him as freeborn. Even though Wimmer sanctioned his adoption before departure, I fear they will never truly accept him.
Jaguar warriors have always been prideful, even with other trueborns.
But is it detrimental? Especially when she is one of the ones piling it on.
I will talk to her.
We'll have to wait. I decoded a message.
You did what now?
Started taking it up after Liam.
I miss him too. What have you learned?
He's here. Just touched down from Idlewind.
Who is here?
Perez.
You need to tell her.
Something tells me she already knows.
Oh, look who's back.
For goodness sake.
Is this our new replacement pilot?
Star Commander, gather your star and report to Mission Central. There is work to be done.
Af. Star Colonel.
Demotion from Galaxy Commander to Star Colonel.
Chadera Perez is back. Good old Chadera.
Like, for my next magic trick, I will fire all of the missiles.
Just shoot outside the cannon.
Okay, so we are back. That was actually a lot of cutscenes back to back to back. Let's claim some of these. Too bad there isn't a achievement for overheating as much as possible with the Warhawk. The Warhawk is like the Nova's like brother, the bigger brother, and then the Supernova is like his dad. It's very disappointing that we don't have the Supernova, in fact, so that we could be super dead using it. We should try a different. Is there a different config we wanted to try on something? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We should have enough EXP on the Warhawk. Let's see if there's another config we can try out. Which of these looks interesting? A is a big gun. Chat, which one should I pick? I'll let you guys. What do you think we should try out? This one looks kind of interesting. The C pods. It's just more lasers though. The I config. Too bad there isn't like a twin ballistics config. I guess you could mix and match them if you wanted double ballistics.
Yeah, you could take right arm from A and left arm for B.
More lasers. Let's do. Okay, you want to do more lasers? Which one has the most lasers possible? The maximum number of lasers. So this one's an ER large laser, a ER PPC. That's like kind of like the same thing though. 2 large pulse lasers, 2 ER PPCs, and a flamer. That's kind of weird. This one has a Gauss rifle. That one has an LBX AC-10. What if we combine them together? You want to see the problem is we kind of don't have the option to do more lasers, unfortunately.
Yeah, because it's all the same.
Let's try what the okay. Let's buy this one, and this one, and then we'll buy this one. And let's see. How do you combine them together? Is the question. What if we want? How do you combine them together? I don't know how to do that. Supposedly, okay, select pod. Okay, so let's do this one. And then let's go to this one. Select pod. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so now we've got this is going to be the ballistics. Okay, so what should we do with our newfound options for ballistics? In fact, let me just remove everything. Okay, remove everything. So, there's got to be a gun we haven't really used. We only get 1 hard point in total, even though there's multiple critical slots, so it has to be something decent. Do we try Gauss rifle, double Gauss rifle?
I'm thinking double Gauss rifle myself.
Okay, let's do double Gauss rifle. Feel free to customize yours as well, because I did unlock them, so you should be able to get them. Okay, 2 Gauss rifles. And then we probably don't. Well, we can't. Can I change to a pod? No, none of all of the. There is no combination. What about this one? Missiles, an energy weapon. This one has missiles. Interesting. It's going to be like 2 Gauss rifles and like nothing else. Oh well.
Okay. I suppose you get rid of the heat sinks, can't we? We don't need them anymore.
All right, let's put a bunch of. I'm gonna put like 4 tons of Gauss rifle ammo in. And then I guess I'm gonna put a laser in. I guess even a single medium laser is probably better than nothing. Oh, I can put a large laser is only 1 critical slot. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Just because that's like our only thing, I kind of want to have a little more ammo if possible. So I'm gonna put on more ammo. Oh, we're at our capacity, actually. Okay, let's put on half a plate. Let's put on a quarter plate. Quarter plate here, and a quarter plate here. Okay, there we go. So my build is going to be 2 Gauss rifles and a large laser.
Nice.
And I will go ahead and change these. Let's do Gauss rifle. Like so. There's something totally different. I don't know if that's better than 4 PPCs. Now we have no PP. So there we go. We tried something different. I don't, personally, I'm not a Gauss rifle enjoyer, but I guess we'll see. Are you done customizing?
No.
Okay, I'll assign some research then. Did you figure out how to mix and match the pods?
Yeah.
Let's keep doing research into the weapons we know that are good. I really don't. This list is really junky. I don't like this list, to be honest. The list is just. It's just so. There's like. The sorting to it is just not great.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's see if barracks. So we've got you maxed out that. So let's do handling. I don't know, energy range, I guess. Like we maxed that out. Upgrade one at a time. So now Yuichi is one of our mech warriors now. We're gonna save up for. We're gonna save up for evasion. We still have Ezra. So the only person different is Yuichi.
He's the guy we found, right?
Oh, this is Mia. She just like cut her hair, I guess. Like I just didn't recognize her because she cut her hair.
What on her face?
Those are tattoos. Like the clans have like glow in the dark tattoos.
Oh. I see. It looks dumb. Right.
Okay, so I guess it's not a new planet. I thought we'd go to a new planet, but I guess we're stuck here on the existing planet. That's fine, though. All right, next mission. Inspection duty. Dispatcher Cordera Perez. Cobalt, while we wait for... Also, target is none. So this should be an easy mission. Easy. While we wait for the rest of the Armada to return and resume this invasion, it's about time you assisted Zeta Galaxy with some of their administrative duties. I am assigning you to Customs and Border inspecting duties at the Jarden Spaceport. You are to perform routine inspection on all outbound and civilian dropship traffic. Sure. Sure.
Star Commander Jaden.
We border police.
Give me a sit rep on the status of Courchevel.
Star Colonel. In the 6 months since our leadership returned to the homeworlds, we have pacified and dismantled the planetary militia. Since then, things have been relatively quiet. Comstar continues its administration of the civilian population, while Zeta Galaxy now manages the in-system garrison.
And what of you and the rest of the 362nd?
What else? We continue to repair and maintain our equipment and train for the eventual return of the Armada.
Train, but nothing else. Quief?
Af?
Then it is high time you assist Zeta with some of their administration duties. Your star is to perform a routine inspection on all outbound civilian dropship traffic.
Is there anything particular of note we should be aware of, Star Colonel?
Neg, we are all impatiently awaiting the resumption of our invasion, Star Commander. Regardless of the 362nd's frontline status, we all need to share the load until the fleet's return. That includes you and Cobalt Star. Understood?
Af.
Good. I will leave the inspection in your capable hands, Star Commander.
Okay, off we go. 410 tons for some, you know, doing some shit, I guess. I don't even think we need to change anything. I feel like these mechs are just fine. Off we go, then.
They better not be smuggling anything.
Professional Loser has returned, says Darth Jeffrey. Laser Vomit says Arthur Camo. I would love to do it if we got a mech that was a bit more suitable. Dara says Gauss, well, you got what you wanted. Build it into something nasty? I can't give you any promises there, says Gamer Kevin. Sounds great, double Gauss. We'll see how it goes. Logan says double UAC-10. Well, we could try it, depending on if we get a new mech anytime soon.
Spaceport should be dead ahead of your current position. Report back everything you find.
Owen says double UAC-20 burst. That could be interesting. I might try that one next. Activate enhanced image. We don't even get it. We don't get enhanced imaging, unfortunately. That really disappointed Paladin, one of the members of the Discord.
Jade, switch comms over to private for us.
What's up?
I was going to ask you, why is Perez here micromanaging us on a routine inspection?
Probably pissed that he was left behind to garrison the OZ while all the other blood-name warriors returned home.
Scan mode engaged.
After what he did at Ito, no one wants him back in the homeworlds.
Focus on getting this over with. Do this clean, and maybe he will move on and bug someone else.
Well, they wouldn't give us 410 tons if nothing was going to happen, so I guess we'll see. Like, that is a long delay, I will say that. You know, you've bought the Draconis Combine 1 entire year to, like, do something. That's a long time.
Yeah, dig the trenches.
You know, like a year to analyze tactics, a year to come up with, like, modified combat doctrine.
Jordan Spaceport, I am Star Commander Jaden Smoke Jaguar. The clan orders you to ground all flights and submit yourselves for inspection. Open your perimeter gates immediately.
Under whose authority? No one told us of any inspection.
On the authority of Star Colonel Cordera Perez. Open your gates and submit for inspection. I will not repeat myself again.
Okay, we will comply with the clan. Opening gates now.
In we go. Hey, why are these plates of metal so, like, rigid? Like, why isn't it just a smooth plate of metal?
Don't you think?
Quiet, Freeborn. Your presence is likely why we got this shit assignment.
Mia, stop! Yuichi has earned his place with us.
Has he now? Do you really think a sphere-born Surratt like him can replace...
Enough! All of you! We are already under the Star Colonel's microscope as it is. We do this by the book. At least...
Scan mode engaged.
Star Commander, at your request, all flights have been grounded. They await inspection now.
Okay, I guess we're gonna scan all these.
This one.
Once they are inspected, are they cleared for takeoff? We need their berths for inbound flights.
Scan mode engaged.
Once cleared, they are free to leave.
Disengaged.
Oh, we're going the wrong way. Turn around! Approach Leopard dropship 538 for inspection. So what do you think is going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. Are we going to have terrorists? Are the planes going to be like, ha ha ha, and crash into something? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
I think we're going to find some contraband Cuban cigars. That's what I think we're going to find.
Contraband Cuban cigars. I think they'll be the world's saltiest cigars.
That is true. Yeah, here, look at your barn. I'm inspecting your barn. Haha.
They're going to have Liam on board, and like Liam has turned into like a salt monster.
Scan mode engaged.
I also inspected that mech on the ground over there.
Leopard 538.
You may have tipped them over.
Commencing inspection.
Yeah,
hold here.
Deliberately. Oh, let's steal their stuff.
All right, let's see what we got.
Scanning complete.
Clear. You are free to leave.
Disengaged.
Thank you, Star Commander. Taking off.
No, not you again!
Oh my God, it's Westrick.
No!
It's Westrick.
Here.
This one will be next.
Like, sure, Cobras aren't gonna be here.
Scan mode.
What if, like,
Tower
Liam...
Control, what's the holdup? I need to get out of here or I'll miss my jump ship.
Clan business, Gazelle 319. Sit tight. It will be done soon enough.
What if Liam salt evolves into, like, a clone of Colonel Westrick made of pure salt?
No. As long as he had a different voice actor for once, I'd be happy.
He's the same thing, but salty. He sounds exactly... You know, he sounds like he's merged personalities. So both of their voice actors speak simultaneously.
Union 717 commencing inspection. Prepare to be scanned. Tower, if I don't make my jump ship to Rockland, the Skyriders Keshik will seize my ship.
Bro, it's like a 1
I seriously can't wait for this.
Damn it, 319. There is nothing I can do. Don't make trouble for the rest of us.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Union 717, you are free to launch when you are ready.
Let's watch it
Appreciate
launch.
it, Star Commander. Initiating launch sequence. Stand clear.
Oh yeah, you're a bit camera now.
Let's watch him launch. Wait, I'm going with him. I'm going with him.
Surely we would get cooked at this range.
No. We endured the salt. We're now fire resistant. That's how it works. I'm going with him.
I can't see.
I'm going with him. No, he's outrunning me. Damn, I can't even see anything.
The launch animation's pretty good.
I'm still chasing after him. Wow, you can go really high. This damn camera doesn't have the speed. Next dropship. Where do we go now?
North! To the Gazelle!
What is this person gonna, like, bitch about?
It's Cuban cigars, I've already told you.
You think this is the one?
Yeah, I've done this before, I already know. No, I don't actually, I've never done this before. But it will be Cuban cigars, what else could it possibly be? They definitely are not legal here.
Maybe he'll have, like, an illicit stash of, like, hentai, and that's what it'll be.
Oh. Like, Zen Master's tentacle hentai?
He'll have Zen Master's secret stash of, like, zombie amputee jester hentai.
He's got his engine on. Get that engine off. That's what I thought.
Uh-oh.
Jarden Sky Control, we have a rogue Gazelle attempting to flee the Jarden spaceport. On my authority, shoot it down.
We weren't very good at it last time.
Star Commander, repeat that last order.
Shoot Gazelle 319 down now, on my authority.
Order confirmed. Targeting Gazelle 319. Fire.
No.
That wasn't a very epic explosion. What are we going to do? Inspect the wreckage?
Yes. Get our cigars.
Or our zombie
Star Commander
amputee
Jaden,
jester hentai?
Your actions have caused the unneeded destruction of clan infrastructure. Explain yourself.
Star Colonel, that Gazelle refused to stand down and ran under threat of inspection. Something is going on, and I intend to find out what.
The Smoke Jaguar abhors waste, Star Commander, and your orders have resulted in multiple clan-owned buildings being lost. Pray that what you find balances those scales, or you will answer to me for the needless destruction of our infrastructure.
Aft, Star Colonel. You heard the man? Get to that Gazelle.
Oh, we have an enemy contact.
Target.
Oh, here we go. It's Gauss
Target
rifle time.
eliminated.
Definitely not over. Oh,
Destroyed.
ah!
Target destroyed.
It's Gauss rifle time. Actually, it's ER large laser time.
Hostile down, Star Commander.
Target destroyed.
Forward.
Not the most mighty of opponents to face thus far. Well, this sure beats the salt storms. At least we can see again.
Dude, we're taking off. We're on the runway.
Oh, yeah. We are Warhawks. That means we should be able to fly. 64 kilometers is probably fast enough to obtain liftoff. Oh, on the left side.
Hostile down, Star Commander.
Target destroyed.
The tanks are like eating my shots. I'm like, what is up with that?
They definitely were tuned the health on them tanks. They've like all been upgraded to ferrofibrous armor.
Yeah, it's like the tanks are like the tanks have like the most buffs in the game. Okay, so here we go. So far, it's nothing but crummy vehicles. Let's see if they can send us something a little more interesting.
It's like, if you've got nothing to hide, hey, stop sending your tanks to us.
What about Cordera Perez being like, ooh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for being like a dummy. You also will get to be pooped on.
Unidentified dropships just crossed into the OZ.
Oh, here we go.
They are on an intercept course to your downed Gazelle. Deal with them. Try to leave some alive for interrogation.
Who are they? We crushed the last of the militia months ago.
I have them on the warhead.
Unknown. Focus on stopping them. We will get the answers we need.
New target.
I have them on the
Attacking
Jaeger
on Star
mech now. I
Commander's
just
orders.
noticed the Jaeger mech.
Target.
One less mech to worry about.
What else do they got? They got a hunchback? That's interesting. The hunchback carries its ammo in the other torso, so I don't mind going for that either. Okay, that should be all of its ammo.
Target.
Okay, here we go again.
The 4 PBCs are substantially better.
Yeah, I don't feel like the kind of was hoping for a little more sting on these Gauss rifles.
Target.
That reactor's going to blow.
New hostile detected.
I mean, especially because Clan's ERPPC is like 15 damage instead of 10.
Target.
This thing does not feed the Grimace Shakes.
It does not.
It is not Skibidi. It is El Riz.
Another dropship?
Oh, well, let's just stay up here then.
It's like really far away though.
That's perfect since we're supposed to engage people at a distance.
True.
All right, let's see. There's an orbital gun firing. Not that I think that means much, but what do we got? We got another hunchback.
New target.
There's a crab.
And a Jaeger.
I'm gonna have them focus
Engaging
fire
enemy.
on the Jaeger mech, since I feel like that's the most dangerous thing. Yeah, overall, I gotta say, I'm not blown away by these Gauss rifles.
Yeah,
And neither are these enemies either. Like, they are eating a lot of hits.
Target.
Down they go.
New target. Target destroyed.
You know, I've never been a fan of Gauss rifle, to be honest. It's never been one of my preferred weapons.
Destroyed.
I was aiming right for his head there.
Got part of the mech.
Target.
That's
destroyed.
it. Let's see if anything else lands real fast. Because we got this nice, like, high ground position that's working out for us. Yep, there we go.
I wonder if they're just gonna keep landing until we get over there though.
I doubt that. I don't think there's ever been a mission in MechWarrior 5 where the enemies are unlimited except in battlefield missions in Warzone. Otherwise, they always have a limit. And they are dropping in different locations on top of that. Like, they keep dropping further and further away. That Zeus isn't looking too good. I think it's a Zeus at least. Okay, I think we got him. Literally firing it like this is clan range. Actually, this is not even clan range. This is still like inner sphere range.
New hostile detected. Orion.
Wait, did we give him back shots?
We did.
Ow, they're really letting me have it. I'm gonna back off a little bit since they're focusing on me.
We are focusing on your target.
Target.
Unit terminated.
Okay, we got a I'm focusing on the Marauder.
New hostile detected. Enforcer.
On your target now, Star Commander.
Target
Got him.
destroyed. New target. Target destroyed.
That's the end of them. Oh, great. Let's see. Anything else? How's your ammo doing? I got 95. Oh, here comes another one. Far right side. Far right side.
I have 121.
Damn, how many tons of ammo did you put on?
Like 6. It's a charger, I think, or a Hamachi?
New target.
Helicopters?
I'm just gonna get some free shots in on them. I see the chopper.
Is it awesome there?
Did I miss? Yes, I missed.
New target.
I headshot the charger.
Target destroyed.
That time I didn't miss.
Incoming missile.
Super overkill, but they're dead.
New hostile
I didn't see that they were in range.
Charger. New target.
I do not see the enemy.
There's in the water.
New hostile
Okay, there you go. I'm putting them on the awesome.
Target.
Oh, this is the awesome with the missiles. Interesting. Okay, I don't like this trait that I'm going. Those missiles are going to add up. What is the star doing? Go here. Guard this location. F3.
Regrouping at coordinates.
Yeah, get closer. Get closer. Can I tell them to get closer? Can I make you just go like right here? Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Confirmed kills on half of hostile forces.
Half?
Move in on that ship and secure it.
New hostile detected. Dragon. Incoming missile.
We got a Dargon coming in. He's shooting missiles really quick. Kill him! What is the star doing? Attack! Destroy him! Okay, they almost have the Dargon.
Target destroyed.
Okay, let me see. What's the form up command? It's F1, F4.
We're with you, Star Commander.
All right, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna like drop down. Wait.
New hostile detected. Archer.
What is it? What is that doing over there?
F Star Commander, on your target.
Is it out of bounds? What is that? There's an archer as well?
Focusing on your target.
Were those always there, or did we just miss them?
Nah, they were always there. They dropped them with that awesome.
Incoming missile.
Damn, these guys really like me.
Target acquired.
All of our guys are derping out like crazy.
What's that awesome doing?
They're trying to get up here, I think, but they can't quite figure out how to do it.
Target destroyed.
Like, there's a charger over here, too.
Is that an ammo case over there beside that down dropship?
Okay, I've found the awesome.
Target
The
destroyed.
awesome is downed.
What's the charger?
I have no idea. This,
down.
I think I can slide down here though. I'm gonna like slide down. Maybe they remove falling damage.
Another dropship.
Where?
North, way in the distance on the north. Beside that rock there.
Okay, I see it.
There's actually ammo at the dropship, so maybe we should go get that now.
Probably not a bad idea.
Atlas.
New hostile detected. Atlas.
We almost headshot him.
Incoming missile.
There's a stalker as well.
On target, Star Commander.
I don't enjoy these missile barrages, I'd like to say. Okay, I finally got some cover. I'm going to go ahead and scan the ammo. Ammo resupply is done.
Scanning complete. Scan
this is just ready to
disengaged. Target.
The
destroyed.
Atlas is toast.
New target.
Moving out, Star Commander.
We almost have the Stalker.
Hostile mech!
Good.
Target.
We've got more vehicles.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. New target.
I mean, we're putting them in the ground, but I feel like, especially with this water here, imagine how good the ERP PCs would be with all this water. Like, we're making it happen, but...
Scan mode engaged.
Just scan this crap.
Scanning now.
Complete.
There we go.
That dropship is carrying clan military equipment. How did they get that?
Liam.
Oh, we got more dropship, or not dropships. We got
new target.
We do have mechs.
New hostile.
Okay, I see it.
Stalker.
I'm putting the land, not the Lance. I'm putting the Star on them right now.
Missile.
Whole bunch of stuff. There's a Ryan and a Rifleman too.
Oh my god, he just will not stop shooting me with missiles.
Target.
One enemy.
Okay, we got him. I have them on the Rifleman.
Target.
Yeah, I've done all of them. Ryan.
Star Commander's target.
I have a center armor breach, so I'm gonna try to get up onto the city so I can have more cover.
Target destroyed.
No, they're awesome.
I have them focusing fire on the awesome. Going for his arm.
Star Colonel, all hostiles down.
Hold on station. Deploying Zeta assets.
That was a
to
lot
your
of
location
mechs,
for
I will
recovery.
say that.
If anyone else approaches that dropship or impedes you in any way, shoot them on sight.
Yeah, we did good.
Well, it looks like we saved the Cuban cigars and hentai.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, like, you know, even though I wasn't blown away by the performance of the Gauss rifles, I will say we definitely destroyed a lot of enemies with it.
And that's going straight in our collection.
MechWarrior Jaden, your actions were risky, but you did well to secure that Gazelle, and your star is fighting with the ferocity of true smoked jaguars, says Cordera Perez. We leveled up, or we should be leveling up. Or maybe we didn't, and I'm just crazy.
That mission was a mess. Explain yourself. Star Colonel, our sensors flagged clan military technology on that Gazelle. When it attempted to flee, I made the call to shoot the craft down. The responsibility is mine and mine alone.
You did the right thing, given the circumstances. Had it not been for your quick thinking, they might as well have escaped with samples of our superior technology.
Has the ISF returned?
Unknown at this time. But with those unidentified battle mechs defending that wrecked craft, you may be right.
The thing I do not understand is, why now? We have been without blood-named warriors for over 6 months and there has been no trouble, not since the planetary militia fell.
It will be up to us to find out. It is likely that the ISF lay dormant, waiting for us to let our guard down. Your vigilance today saved our military secrets from being captured by the enemy. This time, their emergence here may be a precursor to something bigger.
Yes, Star Colonel.
Two objectives lay before us. We must find and destroy whoever commands these mystery battle mechs. And we must uncover how these smugglers acquired our technology in the first place. The Watch has provided us with some possible targets, but some of their intel may be out of date. Review them, and follow up on the most promising leads.
I will, Star Colonel.
The clan fleet is still months away from returning from the homeworlds. Courchevel will be fully secured by the time of their arrival. If we do not identify and excise this rot quickly, then we will need to take more drastic action before our invasion can resume.
Drastic action.
Half Star Colonel.
Half Star Colonel.
Bro's gonna bomb that place again.
He's gonna blow the entire planet up this time.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun, actually. We just need like 4 Warhawks.
He just needs to equip the planet with an unsafe number of ERP PCs and remove all of the planet's heat sinks. So we got 6.5 million Kerenskys, 875 merit. We unlocked the Executioner and a new outfit. So first thing we're going to do, facilities, marketplace, battle mechs, unlock the Executioner. Here we go. So we unlocked the Executioner, and we're going to buy another one, of course. Let's go ahead and grab a second one.
Well, it looks kind of cool, actually.
I kind of like... Why is it sorted alphabetically? Sort it in descending tonnage. Okay, so... Let's go ahead and drag our new mechs in. This is the Executioner. Also a mech that has a face. We're dealing with 2 ER large lasers. The mask. That's interesting. We haven't had mask in a while. A Gauss rifle and a machine gun. Kind of unusual weapons. Not exactly what I would do, but what's its speed? 64 kilometers. So, you know, it's a mech, I guess. You know, I'm sure we can do something a little nicer with it, though, with some customizations. But, you know, we got what we got at the moment. Let's go ahead and claim that. And let's check our research out. Let's slap some more research in here. Let's get more laser stuff, because, like, lasers have been good to us. And we can't upgrade our salvage any further, which is a little unfortunate. Like, we can't even keep up with it now. No matter how much salvage we take. I think that's everything. Let's check our upgrades. I guess we do energy range? Sure. You're still gaining stuff. You finally maxed out evasion. You need a little further to go. You maxed out evasion and handling is done. And then let's get into, like, I don't know, ballistic range or something, or heat management. Sure. Why not? Works for me. Let's go. We'll try it in its stock config first, and we'll see if we get owned or not. 430, 420. Okay, so Scrapyard. Dispatcher Cordera Perez. Target unknown raiders. Cobalt agents embedded in the local populace have received word of highly suspicious activity around a remote junkyard. There are energy signatures that do not match the primitive tech the Caridans typically use. Investigate the energy signatures and find out if they are one or both of our wayward dropships.
Whether by providence or incompetence, 2 Union dropships assigned to the merchant caste have gone missing. Their transponders went dark mid-transit from the system's zenith jump point, shortly after deviating from their scheduled route.
How long have they been missing?
Around 2 weeks.
2 weeks? And we are just hearing about this?
The merchant caste attempted to handle this affair internally, as these ships were their responsibility. But after your recent encounter at the Jardin spaceport, they have wisely come forward to enlighten us on their failure to keep their house in order. It is now, once again, up to the warrior caste to clean up their mess.
Do we know if our mystery raiders are responsible for their disappearance?
That is exactly
what I want you to find out. Demi-presenter.
Our agents embedded in the local populace have received word of highly suspicious activity around a remote junkyard. Large work crews coming and going to the remote location at odd hours of the night.
Given the amount of scrap, orbital scans of the site are spotty at best. There are energy signatures we detect that certainly do not match the primitive technology that Cretans typically use. Cobalt Star, if there is a raider presence in the area, we do not wish to alert them. We believe we have found a pathway that allows us to advance on the site relatively unaware. You will investigate this energy signature. If they end up being one or both of our wayward dropships, ensure that they are secured. I have placed Garnet Star on standby to act as a reserve force if there is a raider presence on site. Any questions?
Neg, we will investigate.
Okay, in we go. Hopefully this mission isn't too bad so that we, you know, don't have to worry about whether this mech is able to keep up. I'm going to go ahead and assign my weapon groups before the battle. Okay, so I'll put the Gauss rifle here, the large lasers, I'll put them in burst fire, and then the machine gun, I guess. At least it doesn't have too many weapon groups. I don't like it when mechs have a ton of weapon groups.
I'm not terribly excited with this outfit, but we'll see how it goes.
Maybe the mask will come in handy.
Maybe.
We will certainly see.
It hasn't been too important so far.
Ops, Condor 655. Mech drop expedited.
655, roger. Expedited drop approved.
Mech's released. Moving out.
The energy signatures.
All right, here we go. Wait, let's look at the mech.
Nearby, but their interference from local geology has made it impossible to pinpoint.
We will report whatever we find, Star Colonel.
Be advised, there are some serious comms dead zones in this area, so be on your guard.
Yeah, the weird backpack makes it look like it has ears. Still got kind of cool design, you know, I'm kind of into it. We'll see how it feels. Like, I gotta say, I'm not blown away by a Gauss rifle and 2 large lasers, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But that doesn't mean it might have a good alternative config as well. So you know, once
Jaguar
again,
control.
we'll see.
Unknown hostile mechs in the field.
Those two. Are they the same perpetrators we are looking for?
Unknown.
Another battle mech, and then yeah, there's the helicopters.
And 2 more.
Damn, it survived.
Enemy eliminated.
New hostile detected. Highlander. Incoming missile. New
Oh,
target.
looks like they're focusing on me, so I'm going to back up a little bit. Don't need them all up on me all at once. I'm going to put the star on the Phoenix Hawk real fast.
Target.
I think I need to rebind my keys for the for mask, because like it's defaulted back to probably because I never bothered to change them.
Target. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Kind of like, you know, it definitely has a little more of a brawler feel with this mech. I mean, you also have the option to engage at a distance, but definitely feels like this mech wants to brawl a little more.
Target destroyed. New target. Incoming missile.
Got him?
Target destroyed.
Weeks? What were those bean counters in the merchant cast thinking?
Jaguar warriors are not known for their patience or subtlety, especially when it comes to dealing with the other castes.
Yeah, I'll take this repair bay.
The merchants likely wanted to handle
Actually,
matters
maybe
in-house
Naomi should
rather
take
than
it.
draw the warrior cast's ire.
Where is Naomi at?
And now it's blown up in their face.
She's in the gargoyle? Yeah, I'll
They
send
knew
her
the
in.
risk.
You sound like you know from experience.
I do. You spend a decade being sidelined by your cluster, you end up mingling with a lot of merchants. I sympathize with them. Much more now than I ever did in my youth.
Okay, I'm gonna change my config so that I can use mask more effectively. Let me see. Toggle mask. I'll make you spacebar. Let's see if that's good enough. And then I'll make jump jets shift spacebar. Let me see if that does it. Yep, that does it. And then I can do shift spacebar if I want to jump, spacebar once in order to activate and turn off mask. Works for me. All right, I'm moving out. Hopefully Naomi doesn't get beat up too much because I need to use the next of the repair bays.
The mask lasts really long.
Where is the mask meter at?
Just beside the speed, to the right of the speed. In that
More
kind of
mechs coming from the
semicircle.
northeast.
How fast
Who
does it
even
make
are
us
these
go?
guys?
97 kilometers.
Not
That's pretty
sure,
nice.
but they are eager to protect something.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
We've got a cicada.
Hostile engaged.
And there's a helicopter on its way.
Mech destroyed.
Destroyed. New
Hatchetman.
We are focusing on your target.
Incoming missile.
Time to throttle up with the mask.
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
How do I know when the mask is going to overheat?
It's just to the
Oh,
right
it's
side
that
of
percent.
your-
Okay, I see it now. It's that
Enemy
percentage
mech
there.
eliminated.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Rush upon them! Rush!
They were coming from over there. We should move in and investigate.
Okay.
Star Commander, wait. These IFF transporters. I think these guys are from the same group that fell in around Jarden.
Are you sure?
I think so. I am using Liam's scrubbing programs. These mechs, they have similar encoding to our mystery mechs from Jarden.
Jaguar base, did you get that? An unknown number of raiders in the field, requesting backup on our position.
Received signal. We are doing what we can.
Up
Looks
the
like we're in a dead
interference.
zone.
We got mechs on the
We
right
should be
side as
fine.
well.
Thunderbolt.
More glory for us.
New target.
On the Star Commander's target.
Looking for an opening on them. You know, maybe instead of a Gauss rifle, like an autocannon and some pulse lasers would feel a little better.
Target destroyed. New target.
Rush upon them!
Enemy mechs eliminated.
Rush upon them!
Come here.
That kid is mine!
New hostile detected. Dragon.
Well, we got some ammo here. I'll go ahead and scan it.
Scan mode engaged.
Ammo refilled.
Scanning complete. Scan mode disengaged.
Okay, we got battle mechs everywhere right now.
Reactor breached. Nice shot.
New target.
Oh, look at that. It's a champion. We haven't seen one of those in a little bit. I don't hate machine guns, I will say that.
Target destroyed. Scan mode engaged.
Scanning a thing, I don't know what it was, but I'm scanning it.
Scanned salvage. Marked for pickup. Scan mode disengaged. New target. Target.
Yeah, I'll say it's not blowing me away, but I don't hate it either. That's my current opinion
New
on the
hostile
executioner.
detected. Catapult.
Allies inbound.
Oh.
Is that a mech that you recall using in previous?
Looks like they have some automated repair bays we can use.
Oh, I could
Patch up
definitely
if you
use a
need to.
repair bay. I got a
Cobalt,
rear
Garnet
armor
Star
breach.
prepping for drop.
They're trying to
Gonna
get
get a
me
sit
with the
rep.
back shots.
No sights on our Union
I
yet,
only have
Garnet.
3% higher than
This
UHC,
place is
but I feel like
crawling
way
with
more
our
important,
mystery
so.
raiders from the Jardin spaceport.
We are still getting heavy magnetic resonance readings through those rocks.
Copy. We will fall in with you.
Star Commander, can I have a word? Just us?
Okay, gone private. What is on your mind?
Yuichi. How is he doing now that he has a few missions on his codex?
His instincts are good. He is driven. And willing to endure a mountain of shit from the other Jaguar warriors who want to see him fail. But
he is not Trueborn.
Scan mode engaged. Scan mode.
He is not born into this life like we are. He is good, but I do not know if he is good enough to be anything more than a stopgap until the Armada returns.
What can we do?
Nothing. He is going to have to step up on his own. Luckily, these raiders may allow him to do just that. It might be his only chance.
I was afraid of that. Doesn't seem fair.
You know our ways. Those who retain positions of power within the clans are the ones most capable of wielding it. He has already been given the honor of adoption into the Smoke Jaguars warrior caste, something no freeborn has done in over a century. Now, he will need to prove himself worthy of keeping his station, just like everyone else.
Kuzo! Ambush!
Where? Man, we've got 10 mechs here now. Let's see what we can do.
I'm a dire wolf. That looks really good.
Yeah, actually, like big stuff.
Target destroyed. New
Quick draw.
On your target.
Target destroyed.
Okay, now we're hosing them.
Target
There's that crazy
New target.
upgraded enforcer.
They've got to send something really nasty at us if they're going to let us have 10 mechs in one place.
Target.
Decent mechs on top of that.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. New target.
I mean, we are just
Target
bug swatting these
destroyed.
guys. This is like Grimace Shake Central.
That enforcer's as close to
Signatures
plan
getting
makers are gonna
stronger.
get to Ultra AC.
It must be around here somewhere.
Okay, here we go. Throttling up. We got ourselves a summoner leading the group. That's fine. Anything but us. Really? They want to, like, snipe with us? Oh, no, they are coming down. They're on the left side as well. Night vision not doing a damn thing. Night vision stinks in this game. What kind of night vision of the year 3000 is this?
The reactor is going critical.
New hostile
We are focusing on your target.
enforcer. Target destroyed. New target. Target destroyed.
Okay, choppers are out.
That kid is mine.
we got like Yuichi here trying to put some work in.
Target destroyed. New target. Target destroyed.
We are just like walking through, like wasting people.
It's really satisfying, actually.
I mean, yeah, I'll take an easy mission here and there. Something big is gonna happen. There's no way something big won't happen.
Another ambush.
This thing is hanging off the side.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
More mechs?
New target.
It's like in the lore, the Gauss rifle is like, oh my god, like it does so much damage. Like even a single hit from a Gauss rifle could be awful. Whereas in like MechWarrior, I feel like the Gauss rifle is kind of mid. I think the only time the Gauss rifle is really good is when you can like just get like an instant headshot kill.
Target destroyed. New hostile detected. Phoenix Hawk.
Good shot.
That kid is mine!
New hostile detected.
Is Yuichi in here trying to clean house?
New target.
And a Zeus.
Target destroyed.
Time for the
New
match.
hostile detected. Zeus. Incoming missile. Target
Cleared.
destroyed.
They have been extremely motivated to keep us away from the Union.
That gives me hope that it is still intact and we can retrieve it.
You can mask in reverse, which is exactly what I'm going to do.
Target destroyed. New target.
That was a big fat miss. So it's like, what's the story going to be? That they're hijacking these in order to try to like transport the clan cargo to like the DCMS or something?
But like, the DCMS already has clan Omnimex. Like, we're already told that they surrender, son.
Yeah, on Wolcott. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they just want more.
Yeah, true.
You know, if you're going to experiment with things, you probably need
All this
like
scrap.
more
My
samples.
sensors are going nuts. Cannot pinpoint our target.
Getting precise geolocations and all this will be impossible. We will have to rely on our pre-marked nav points.
This place is well protected.
New hostile detected.
Lots of blind spots and bottlenecks.
Yeah, the perfect place to hide your illicit activities.
So I wonder if the story is going to go past this planet, or is this the end of the story?
Destroyed.
To me, it seems like maybe a kind of a disappointing place to end the story. I thought we would get closer to like, I thought we would get closer to the end of the invasion, but maybe they'll tell the story in 2 parts. But like Korcheval does not feel like a particularly epic planet to end things on.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Especially with the whole idea, maybe the story will end with the invasion resuming and it will be a story told in 2 parts. Like, that's also a possibility. Looks like our allied star, that summoner, is starting to eat a lot of damage. So is that Timberwolf. Definitely starting to show signs of wear and tear. Yuichi's doing better, though. I was a little worried that his mech was going to go down, but it looks like he's still okay. I see the top of the Union.
There she is. Visual contact on one of our targets.
Do we have to fight it, is my next question.
I hope not.
New hostile detected. Jaeger mech. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
He's still ragdolled.
Good.
Copy. Engaging.
Oh, here we go. Right side, we got a
Capturing
marauder.
hostile.
Rush upon him!
Target destroyed.
Thunderbolt on the left side, and a quick draw behind it.
Target.
I haven't had a chance to use the machine gun in a bit, so here we go.
Target destroyed.
He didn't last long.
Attacking on Star Commander's orders. We got this!
Well, I mean, for their, what seems to be their last line of defense, not the most impressive opposition. Oh, wait. Leopard.
New hostile
And the
detected.
other star is shooting at something.
Punchback.
Focusing on your target.
New target.
On the Star Commander's target.
I have them on the trebuchet.
Target destroyed.
I have them on the
Star
hunchback.
Commander's target.
They're going critical!
I have them on the quick draw.
Target destroyed.
I have them on the
Focusing on
hunchback.
your target.
Target destroyed.
Just defeat
Focusing
in
on your
detail.
target.
Just pick them off one by one.
Target destroyed.
Engaging enemy.
Surprisingly, that summoner is still on his feet. Maybe they're not focusing on him at the moment.
They're turning the Union against us.
Oh god, the
Destroy
Union's
hostiles
activating.
And take out those turrets.
Watch those guns. That is our tech that they're using. There are more of them.
Oh my god, this thing, these turrets
Subsystem destroyed.
are
Target
buff.
destroyed.
Acquiring target.
This thing has a large pulse laser and 2 medium pulse lasers. That is gross.
Enemy down!
Target destroyed.
We also have battle mechs. There's battle mechs on us right
On
now.
your target.
We're hitting the Atlas. I see. So they did have a nastier trick up their sleeve. Time to enter close
Taking
combat.
heavy damage, Star Commander.
I want to get close enough to hit him with the machine guns, but I don't want to get in range of the other
Enemy destroyed.
turrets.
Subsystem destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay, the mech is down.
New target.
Oh, I missed.
On the Star Commander's target.
Okay, we secured the battle mechs. Now we're working on the stupid Gauss rifle turret. Like, get out of here, Gauss rifle turret. Double Gauss rifle turret, I should say. No, a single Gauss rifle. Oh my god, it has so much armor!
Subsystem destroyed. Subsystem destroyed.
Focusing on your target.
We're on the pulse laser turret.
How many AC tabs were on the other side?
Apparently, I'm almost out of Gauss rifle ammo. Unfortunately, I can't get in range of my machine gun because
down to target.
It's too high too high up.
Target destroyed. New target. Incoming missile.
Ow.
All reds
There we
down.
go, there we go, there we go.
They were coming from over there.
Field appears to be clear.
Sending word back to Jaguar Base.
That was kind of a type
Hopefully
of
it will
boss
get through
fight. I
so
mean, I'll
they can
credit
send
him with
relief.
Scans are showing the ship is still functional.
They did not strip it for parts?
Looks like they were in the process of doing so, but we managed to get here in time.
Where is the other Union?
Unknown, but if I had to guess, they already stripped it down. Some of the scrap may even be from its hull. Likely the components from our still missing ship were what they were attempting to smuggle off-world.
Well, Perez will have to be satisfied with only one ship recovered.
Who knows? But what more can we do? This was the merchant caste screw-up, not ours.
Well, works for us. That was a pretty cool mission. You know, like that,
Yeah, it was a good
that
mission.
double star walkthrough was kind of cool. Like walking
Yeah,
around,
it's
like
pretty
beating
fun.
the shit out of those guys. Definitely need more salvage. Looks like the last level is going to take quite a few missions. Like we got maybe a 5th or a 6th of our honor required to level up. So they're definitely going to make us work for that last final one. There's no doubt about that. Let's go ahead and claim some stuff. What did you think of the execute? Well, here we go. You know, because we're running up on 3 hours. I feel like that's pretty good for today's stream overall. And so, you know, like what did you think? So remember, the sheriff, this is his first exposure to clan technology. So like, what did you think about the new mechs we use, the Warhawk and the Executioner?
The Executioner, and it's kind of like, just start with it, because it's, I like to do a negative first and a positive second. Yeah, the Executioner's not, like, super great, to be honest. Like, the Gauss Rifle, as we discovered when we put 2 on the Warhawk, is kind of underwhelming in this game. And actually, I was definitely getting a lot more joy out of the 2 ER large lasers, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm not, like, super amazed by that, but I'm sure there's probably some other configurations that we can mess around with and hopefully make it a little bit better.
Yeah, honestly, just some
Warhawk-
kind of a close range, like, you know, like an
Yeah.
Ultra AC or something. Just anything more close range could have been a
even
better choice for it. Like, or even if we did like an AC5 and 2 ERPPCs or 2 large pulse lasers. There's other things we could have done, I think, that could have gone even better by comparison. But, you know, like, it didn't do as... I was worried that we were going to struggle with that mission just because I wasn't overwhelmed by that loadout. But honestly, it did better. For me, having a negative initial view of it, it did better than I thought.
Yeah, it definitely overperformed my expectations as well, but I still don't think it's as good as the Warhawk. To be honest, the Warhawk, well, you have those 4, and actually when I think it's actually going to be very hard to improve the Warhawk from 4 ER PPCs. To be honest, that actually just might be the best build because it just does so much damage. It's kind of like that, you know, reverse king crab car where you know if you try and mess around with it, you just don't get the damage out of it. And it's just like any other mech. I think when you've got the 4 ER PPCs on it, that's a very unique thing, and I think it performs very, very nicely despite being extremely hot. And I would say that's actually the better of the 2 mechs, to be honest. Is probably that quad ERPPC Warhawk so far anyway, without having tested too deeply.
Yeah, I was very confident that I'm like, you know, I bet we could easily use Timberwolves and Warhawks into the end game to, you know, when we get the Direwolf. I was like, you know, I'm very confident in both of those mechs. Honestly, the Gargoyle, you know, I kind of want to revisit the Gargoyle and mess around with it a little bit. Like, it performed better than I was expecting it to. And I am interested in seeing what we can do with the Executioner. Because, like I said, I think a little bit of tinkering on the Executioner, and we'll have something pretty decent overall. But, you know, I feel like we're in the last stretch of the campaign. You know, like, I don't know, this kind of feels like a little bit of a filler story so far. But, you know, we'll have to see. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of the story will be remaining after we obtain the dire wolf, but, you know, we will have to see. It looks like they're definitely making us work for the final mech, though, because we're not gaining a lot of progress towards it per mission. So that is definitely going to take some time. Anyways, final thoughts from the chat. I will answer any questions, and I will also show you the show schedule. So while you guys are having any last-minute questions, if any are applicable, today's the 25th, so we played MechWarrior 5. Obviously, I haven't scheduled next week yet. I would love to beat the game, our first playthrough of it, by next week. We will certainly have to see, though. I will probably schedule Sunday. You know, like, I will not stream on Sunday, but what I will do is I will probably set the schedule. I'll find out, you know, what days the sheriff has available, and we might do some extended streams, because, like I said, I would like to have it beaten by the end of the month. Like, that would be nice. But yeah, otherwise, the last stream of this week will be Generation Zero back on Twitch. But are there any questions? Otherwise, you know, like, I don't know. I feel like this was a pretty conclusive show overall. Like, you know, really, there was just that one mission that we had a bump in the road on, which was the last Turtle Bay mission. And honestly, I feel like that Turtle Bay mission had a lot to do with the unclear directions. Like, on that Turtle Bay mission, I was very convinced that we needed to destroy the dropship, when in reality, you don't really need to do anything with the dropship. Arthur says, what do I think about the story until now? I think it's a story. It's definitely the best that PGI's done, but the bar isn't set very high. But in terms of, like, you know, have I seen, you know, like, it's a story. It's sufficient. Like, I don't really find the story to be, like, gripping or anything, because, like, the story is basically, we went to a place and we did a thing. Then we did a thing here. Then we did a thing here. Then we did a thing here. Like, the story is basically just like a battle log of anything. Like, there hasn't really been a lot of twists in the story. You know, you had, like, I guess Cordera blowing up a city on Edo. You know, you've had, like, Liam, I guess, got turned into salt. Like, there really isn't a lot of story to talk about overall, because most of the story is just, I am Smoke Jaguar. I go to here and I fought. I went to here and then I fought. I went to here and then I fought. There's a little bit of characterization, but there isn't really a lot of story in the traditional sense of, like, something rather unique and personal going on. That's kind of how I feel about it overall. Like, basically, there is literally a story, but there isn't really a lot of story in the typical sense. Like, it's more like just connect the dots between battles, and then people talk in between the battles. What DLC? What DLC? Go ahead, Jared.
No, I was just really quick. The only thing I was going to add to it, it really helps that it's already a pre-written story. I think, like, a lot, like, you know, the bombing of Edo and all that. Like, that's, as you mentioned, you already knew about that, so it's already pre-written. That really helps Piranha Games, because where they have to generate, like, a full story from fresh, i.e., the next Cavaliers in the first, and then Mercs, they don't do it very well. So I think it really helps that it's already kind of prescribed information.
I mean, generally speaking, I don't think any of the MechWarrior games have had a particularly interesting story. Like, MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries is literally, what is the story of MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries? I am Spectre, the mercenary. I went here and I made some money. And then I went here and I made some money. And then I went here and I made some money. And then I had to pick between Steiner and Davion. The end. Like, that was the story. Like, I mean, I really think that the best MechWarrior stories are going to, or the best Battletech stories are going to be more in a novelization, because, like, I don't think they've ever presented personal stories very well. They're basically just like battle records, war records. I think Gundam does a much better job there. I think Gundam and Macross, and I mean, basically out of all the giant robot series, MechWarrior probably is the worst in terms of trying to tell a story where you feel personally invested in a particular character. Like, Gundam typically tells the typical Gundam story is like a coming-of-age story. Like, there's a young boy and he gets sucked up into the conflict. He kind of throws a temper tantrum because he's like, I don't want to, why do I have to be the one to do this? And he eventually kind of grows up and experiences tragedy, and then he starts to get political opinions, and then he gains something to fight for by the end of it. And then often it blows up in everyone's face and everyone dies. So like Gundam, the way they tell their stories is just more personal. Like, there's more romance in it. There's more bright spots. There's more dark spots. They just tell a more personal story, which I think is very important to telling an interesting story. Like Gundam isn't just like a war record, essentially. Nikkei, the background, this is, Nikkei is a good example. Nikkei is a military drama, and while, yes, sometimes the story is, I went here and I completed the objectives the government told me to do, there are other times where you lie to the government or you mislead the government and you're like, yes, I want to go out on patrol, but you're really going on your own personal mission using the patrol as a front for deployment. And there's a lot of moral questions in Nikkei about like human rights and stuff like that. And those are far more interesting. Like it tells a far more personal story, even if at the end of the day, Nikkei is a military drama. Like they have, your debriefing stories. And like I said, that's just always been a weakness of MechWarrior. So it's like, yes, I that's going to become a tradition. I like to end the stream with Nikkei boobies like that. I think that's going to be like an ongoing tradition. But I definitely think that while this is without a doubt the best story that I've seen from Piranha Games, like I said, the bar hasn't been set very high. Is it a better story than MechWarrior 4? I've only played MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries, and I would say absolutely. But I honestly, you just don't really play those games too much for the story. Like I said, I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know if it's the writer's fault. I don't know if it's just like it's hard to tell the story. But it's not what I would do. Like, what would I do if I were to tell a MechWarrior story? I would want to tell the story of like a family and that family's like struggle in the war. And like, okay, the kind of story I would tell would be like a Draconis combined. You're like a young member of a minor noble house, and it would be the story of, do you want to uphold honor and tradition, or do you want to uphold like a new age of combat where your prioritization of like commercial success and like what might be seen as duplicitous, and then perhaps there would be like two other families that are kind of like either your rivals or your friends, and it's basically a story of the value of tradition versus the pragmatism, the Machiavellianism in war against like the clans. Something like that might be more interesting. We got comments from Armored Core 6 Rocks. He says, replayability, I think one thing missing are the battlefield missions where several mechs come and attack you. I think the main thing missing from MechWarrior Mercenaries is a career mode. Like, that's the main thing I would want, is just a career mode so that you can continue collecting mechs and customize your mechs and just play them whichever way you want. You know what? Maybe I have other animated backgrounds. Maybe I'll change. I mean, this was a good event. This was from the summer event, but maybe I'll change it to like a different background so you guys never know what it'll be at the end. But that's what I think about the story. Like, there are interesting parts, like the little like fist fight between Emily Wimmer and Mia was interesting, but it's still like the space fight was kind of cool. Like some of the cutscenes are neat, but in terms of like just like the pure dialogue, the dialogue is still kind of like Kestrel Lancers. It's still like just a text wall of dialogue, just done a bit more artistically. Like the dialogue is still, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. It's still like very exposition. Like there's not a lot of emotion, not a lot of interesting things that happen overall. It's still like, I'm still following along, and it still like can help you understand a little bit more of what the clans are like. But at the same time, there is kind of a distinctive lack of like, you had your one trial of position. There hasn't really been like, why isn't there a scene where you compete with another clan over Isorla, the spoils of war, where, like another clan is like, it's right at the edge of the corridor or something? Or why not before you actually get involved in the invasion, you get into like a competition with another clan so that you can kind of see the trialing, the ritualistic dueling system of the clans a little bit more. There's just certain things that I think they could have done better. I also think that with 5 characters, that's a lot of characters. It's a little bit like Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 had so many characters. It was really like a mile wide and an inch deep. Like each character had like 6 conversations or something. And maybe the issue, it's very hard to develop the personalities of 5 different characters. Macronox says that career mode and more mechs is what's... Absolutely. 16 mechs is not enough. Armor Core 6 Rock says, I think some of the light mechs are already fun. I was a bit disappointed the Kit Fox couldn't go to stealth mode like in Mech Assault. That might have been either... I don't know if that was a real technology or if an interpretation of a technology or not. Like, I don't know if... I don't think there is an actual invisibility. Like, I don't think cloaking actually exists. Like, that might have been a artistic liberty overall. Sounds like that is all the questions from downfield. Any closing thoughts, Dr. Sheriff Crab, or are you ready to close things out?
I think I am just about ready to rock and roll, to be honest. It's been a good one.
Okay, well, I think that's that. Anyways, thanks for being real, chat, but it's time for the Sheriff and I to dip. So we will see you guys later. Remember that you don't have to be good to get good.